The following is a presentation of the Ad Astra Sports Network. Coming up, coverage of McPherson Bullpup football on 98.9 and 1540 KMCP. Bullpup football is streaming online at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra radio app. Coming up on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game, we'll break down tonight's matchup and preview other key games on the Ad Astra Sports Network. Tonight's kickoff is just 30 minutes away.
At Midway Motors, we are here for you for every mile of life. Whether you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or selling one, Midway Motors will buy your vehicle even if you're not in the market to buy one of ours. Just stop by one of our 5 locations and one of our appraisers will evaluate your vehicle and you can leave with a check the same day. It's fast and easy. Visit MidwayMotors.com for more information. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Bullpup football on KMCP.
Good afternoon and welcome to Paul Family Field at McPherson Stadium for our coverage of McPherson High School Bullpup football. It's the last home game of the regular season, which means it's also senior night for McPherson High School. But there's a stiff competition coming in for the Bullpups as they host the 4-1 Mulvane Wildcats. Thank you for tuning in to 98.9, 1540 KMCP at AstraRadio.com and the Ad Astra Radio mobile app, and for watching the live stream on AdAstraRadio.com/TV. Joined alongside Nathan Roble, I'm Lane Gillespie. McPherson's coming off of a win against Rose Hill from a week ago for their first road win of the season, but they trailed early 18-7, but then scored 28 unanswered points to balloon themselves into a 35-26 victory. In the words of Coach Pav, it was not pretty, but the job was done. But now, time to turn things around against a Mulvane team that has won 4 straight and are coming off of a 57-0 victory against El Dorado and have shut out their last 2 opponents, led by their quarterback, who averages over 200 yards of total offense per game, split pretty much down the middle between passing and rushing. This is a run-heavy team that Mulvane has, and for McPherson, they're going to try to ride high off of the run defense that they had a week ago and try to get a win here today. But again, it's senior night here in McPherson. It's the final game for the seniors in the regular season at home, with the next 2 games being on the road, which makes this game, Nathan, just that much more special.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, this has been an up and down season like you talked about. They had a really, really quality win last week, and getting to play for the final time in front of your home fans and on senior night, these seniors may never come back here, may never be able to play on this field again, and they hope to. They hope to come playoff time, but this might be it.
Yep. Absolutely right. Well, McPherson faced Mulvane twice last year, once in the regular season, once in the postseason. They won both meetings, but to give you the history is Mark Heidebrecht. That's coming up right after this. You're listening to coverage of Bullpup football on 98.9, 1540 KMCP.
More of the Midway Motors Drive to the Game coming up. Find exclusive Bullpup content online at adastraradio.com, including schedules, stories, and game day audio. McPherson Bullpup football on 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Controlling your own weather can be easier than controlling anything else these days. This is Julie with RC Heating and Cooling. With a well-working cooling and heating system, you can be in control of your indoor weather at home. With so many things out of our hands, it's a good feeling to have a bit of stability. Call RC for a free estimate on new cooling and heating equipment. Call RC when your unit isn't up to par. Call RC to stay comfortable in any weather. Call RC 241-2787.
With so much financial uncertainty, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Trenton Ruxlow. If you have more questions and answers about what's next, let's work together to help ensure you're prepared for the future. After all, retirement isn't the end of the road, it's a new beginning. Call us at 620-241-5162. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Your life is as unique as you are, so why should your celebration of life be just like everyone else's? Glidden Edgar Wiggins Funeral Home in McPherson will help you plan a service that's a tribute to your memory. John Wiggins and Chad Mitchell and the other familiar faces at Glidden Edgar Wiggins Funeral Home take the time to help personalize your service with video tributes, printed programs tailored to you, and a service that is truly a tribute to you.
Your health matters, and so does being close to the care you need. McPherson Center for Health offers compassionate care right here in your community. McPherson Center for Health, caring for you close to home.
Are you tired of your dusty or muddy driveway? APAC Kansas Shears Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees. Call us and ask us about our asphalt millings. If you are a do-it-yourselfer, arrange for pickup or delivery at your convenience. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Welcome back into the Midway Motors Drive to the game as the Bullpups prepare to take on the Mulvane Wildcats in what will be a major Ark Valley Chisholm Trail League game coming in today. McPherson 3-2, Mulvane 4-1. We're now joined by our statistician, Mark Heidebrecht, who helps us give the history for every game. Mark, really appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
So, this Bullpup team met with Mulvane twice last year, one in the regular season, one in the playoffs. So, you have those jotted down. Why don't you start with those and then give us the history between these two teams?
Okay, it's funny what you forget in the course of a year. If I hadn't looked it up, I would have forgotten that we had played them twice within 2 weeks. But the first meeting was October 13th, 2023, at Mulvane, with McPherson winning 28-10. That happened to be a league game. And then as the playoffs developed, we found ourselves playing Mulvane probably in the first round, a playoff game.
I think you're right in saying that.
Yeah, on October 27th in McPherson, and McPherson won it 41-7. So they made some improvements over the first meeting. The series history stands at 7-3. That's 70% in McPherson's favor. The series actually started in 2012, and the last game played, of course, was last year. 10 games against Mulvane, ranks 27th out of the 54 opponents we've played since 1920, so right in the middle of the pack in terms of frequency. The home record for McPherson is 4-2. The away record is 3-1. If you look at offensive averages in this series, McPherson is averaging 34 points per game, Mulvane 17.7. Average winning margin, when McPherson wins, they win by 25.4 points per game. When Mulvane has won, they won by an average of 5 points per game. We do have a current winning streak intact, and that being 4 games versus Mulvane. The highest scores in the series, McPherson scored 52 points on October 16th, 2020, in Mulvane for a 52-0 win. Mulvane's highest score in the series is 30 points. That occurred on October 5th, 2012 in Mulvane, but they lost the game 35-30. Highest winning margins, you might guess I just mentioned it, 52 points when McPherson beat Mulvane by a score of 52-0 back on October 16th of 2020. Mulvane's highest winning margin was 10 points back on October 15th, 2021 in McPherson by a score of 22-12. Coach Pav's record versus Mulvane is 5-2. So that's about all she wrote.
So a lot like the last 2 weeks, and then what we'll likely see in the next 2 weeks as well. Win streak is on the line here once again. And
yes, it is.
It was like that for Rose Hill. It was like that for Winfield. And McPherson was able to get the win on both sides against both teams. But, again, 4-game win streak for this one. You know, likely a win streak against Augusta, obviously.
Yeah, I would say so.
And I know from last year, you know, McPherson beat Buhler twice. So it's at least a 2-game win streak for McPherson against Buhler. So, again, win streak on the line right here.
Right.
All right.
Important game.
Yep. Especially with this one. You know, it's also senior night, last home game of the regular season, and also a way to bump yourself up in league standings and regional standings. So, very big game.
Exactly.
All right. Well, Mark, We really appreciate you taking the time like always, and thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
That's Mark Heidebrecht. We'll have more coming up in the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. You're listening to coverage of Bullpup football on KMCP.
We've got more of the Midway Motors Drive to the Game coming up. Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, and Hillsboro for every mile of life. 98.9 and 1540 KMCP. The McPherson Bullpups play here.
Financial fraud is a risk we all face, but Great Plains Federal Credit Union can help. We offer Secure Lock Equip. This powerful, easy-to-use mobile app gives you complete control over your debit card. Customize your debit card settings to control spending, set usage permissions, and even turn access to your card off and on in real time, allowing you to stop fraudulent spending on your card before it begins. For financial peace of mind, trust Secure Lock. Available now at Great Plains Federal Credit Union with locations in Salina, Abilene, McPherson, and Hillsboro. Member NCUA.
The grilled cheese steak burger is back at Freddy's, featuring our signature sizzling steak burger on buttery Texas toast, loaded with crispy bacon and 2 times the melty cheese. And with our brand new side of tots, we know you'll be rolling back in for more. Available for a limited time only at Freddy's. Order today on your Freddy's app, online at Freddy's.com, or visit a Freddy's location near you.
Get yours today at Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers in Hutchinson and McPherson.
Show your Bullpup pride with apparel from Artshirt, Gear for Sport at 211 North Main, downtown McPherson. We offer a wide variety of apparel for everyone in the family, offering sizes from newborn all the way to 4X. We wish all the student athletes a safe and successful season. Go Bullpups!
This is Darren Eddy with Ag 360 Insurance in Inman. For years, we've been known for our great service with our ag customers. But did you know we can handle your family or small business insurance needs as well? We would love an opportunity to sit down and visit with you about what we can do for you. As an independent agency, we can shop different coverage options for you. Stop by our office on Old K61 in Inman, or give Cody Moores or myself a call today at 620-585-2128. Or check us out online at ag360insurance.com.
Bullpup football on KMCP.
You may have caught the tail end of it. That was the McPherson Marching Band performing the national anthem on the turf as we speak here at McPherson Stadium at Paul Family Field as the Bullpups get ready to host the Mulvane Wildcats. This broadcast is brought to you by Next Tech Wireless. You could stream today's broadcast on your phone with the Ad Astra Radio app. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. Shop the latest phones and devices at the best prices. We're also brought to you by Pyle Law. If you've been injured at work or in a motor vehicle accident, call Pyle Law at 241-9000. Tom works to get the benefits you deserve. Continuing on with the Midway Motors Drive to the Game, it's now time for our Erickson custom building game plan as the Bullpups face the Mulvane Wildcats. And Nathan, Mulvane, they were 3-6 last year, but they start off 4-1 and are a tough team to beat this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And even last year, the 3-6 record, they were still a tough team to play. I mean, they when they played McPherson twice last year, they were some scrappy games. They really are hard to handle. I think for McPherson, if you really want to try to beat Mulvane on your senior night, it's got to be about yourself. Yeah, you have to execute at a high level. You have to continue to do the things that you've been working on throughout the last 2 weeks. You had an excellent week last week. You got to continue to build off on that and just continue to limit the turnovers, try to limit the penalties, and just execute at every level. I also think you got to ride your hot hand of Ketch Delaney and Brock Richardson there, and with the running back duo behind Carter Allen. So Carter Allen's going to be a big key to this as well.
That's our Erickson Custom Building game plan. Erickson Custom Building for new construction and remodeling. Go online to ericksoncustombldg.com. Coming up next in the Midway Motors Drive to the Game, we'll hear from head coach Jace Pavlovich. Then we'll give you our Ag 360 Insurance ones to watch. You're listening to coverage of Bullpup football on KMCP.
The Midway Motors Drive to the Game continues after this. Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, and Hillsboro for every mile of life. Stay tuned as we sit down for a pregame chat with head coach Jace Pavlovich.
Need a reliable workhorse for your property? Meet the John Deere 5E Series tractors from Prairie Land Partners. Whether it's working fields, hauling loads, or clearing roadsides, the 5E delivers the power and versatility you need, all in one machine. And there's never been a better time to buy. Get a $2,250 implement bonus and save with cash discounts over $6,000. Offer ends October 25th, 2024. Some restrictions apply. See Prairie Land Partners for details.
Prairie Land Partners.
Hey Bullpup fans, it's Corey at Midway Motors. We're excited for another great year of Bullpup sports. Midway has been a proud supporter of McPherson schools for over 30 years. There's nothing better than seeing the kids play, learn, and pursue greatness as a team. As a community, let's work together to make it the best experience possible for them. Be positive, always encourage, and let the kids compete. Go get them, pups. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Welcome back into the Midway Motors Drive to the Game as the Bullpups get ready for senior night at home against a tough Mulvane team. We're now joined by head coach Jace Pavlovich. Now, Coach, you come into this week on a win streak. You won 2 in a row after defeating Rose Hill on the road last week. Also your first road win of the season. Now you return home for what will be a tough matchup against a Mulvane team. What's the mentality been like in practice this week?
Well, it's been good. You know, we got good news. We get Brody Seidel back, and from day one, he's been our vocal leader, and he's brought the spirits up in practice, and kids are rallying around him, and so we've had a great week of practice.
What are the main things you've been fixing? I know we talked quite a bit after the Rose Hill game in the post-game interview where, you got the win, but it wasn't pretty. So what things have you tried to work on?
Well, again, it's returning back to the basics and keep working on our fundamentals, whether it's the offensive line or quarterback position or defensive backs. It's taking that proper step and it's executing the proper technique. And when things got sloppy last Friday, 90% of it was detail oriented. And so we're continuing to work on those details and, film and practice every night and sending out comments to kids, based off of technique and what they need to improve on, what they're doing well, things like that. Those, I guess we call them little things, but, those little things that are going to make a big difference.
One thing that really showed out in the game last week against Rose Hill was the defensive side of the football, especially on your defensive end and linebacker crew, especially Chase Kane and Catch Delaney. So, how good have they been stepping up in practice this week as well? And what have you seen out of them going into what will be a big game this Friday?
Well, you mentioned those two kids and the common denominator behind all the kids that are kind of standing out is they have a motor. And what that means is, they're competing 100% of the time to the best of their ability. And, when you do things like that, you're going to stand out. So we got a lot of guys that have a high motor, that are continuing to play every play as if it was their last. And we're going to need more of that. And we're going to need all 22 starters on offense and defense to get that done.
Mulvane is obviously a really tough team to go against. We talked about earlier this week and a little bit last week that this game will probably be a shootout. It's a team of a couple of really good offenses, and Mulvane, they come in 4-1. They're on a 4-game win streak and are coming off a win against El Dorado. What have you seen from them scouting-wise, and what are you looking to stop, especially on their offensive attack?
Well, they're a nightmare. They always have been. They're incredibly well coached. Their kids play hard. And they are very skilled, and they have a ton of team speed. So, and that's kind of spearheaded by their quarterback play. This is as many quarterbacks, really good, high quality quarterbacks we've seen this year. I really think that Manny Myers, I think he's the best one that we've seen or we will see all year. The kid he's a lefty. He's got speed. He makes all the right reads. He's got some really dynamic receivers that he can get the ball to. And Fisher Dye, their tailback, I believe he's a 4-year starter. The kid started as a freshman. And so, you can't really vacate the running box and defend the pass, kind of sell out on that because they're good enough up front, and they got Fisher Dye in the backfield that can make you pay. So defensively, a big part of our focus this week is eliminating big plays. Force them to get that 10, 12 play drive and try and continue to march it downfield. But Mulvane all year has lived on the big plays, whether it's quarterback scrambling, breaking the pocket, and then hitting the big play, or fish or die. That has great speed as well. Hitting something A, B gap and taking it to the house. So we have to do a really good job of eliminating their big plays on defense.
All season long, the offenses that you've gone against are usually spread, multiple, or pro style. But the preseason scouting said the Mulvane runs an option. So does that make it a little bit more of a nightmare to try to figure out defensively?
It does. It does. They're a lot like us. They'll run zone read, they'll run power read, things of that nature. And, they're pretty good up front, to be able to execute those schemes. But when you're reading, a defensive end, say they have 6 in the box, you're reading the defensive end, the quarterback effectively blocks him. So, it just makes him wrong based off of what he does. So we're going to see, primarily spread. We'll see some 21 personnel. That means, 2 backs, 1 tight end. We'll see some, not just quads, or 4x1, but we'll see 5x0, formations that we have to get aligned to. And they're always going to have a wrinkle for us. We have a long history with these guys. Not necessarily, hatred or big rivalry or anything, but we have a long history with them. And they respect us, we respect them. And so it's going to be a cat and mouse game tonight.
Not only is it big for regional standings, divisional standings, it's also senior night for you and your guys. So how great is it going to be for the seniors to perform again what could be the last time, or what will be the last regular season game that they will in front of their fans? How great will it be for the seniors? No, it's always a special moment, for those guys. And for me too. You work with these kids for 4 years, 6 days a week, and you get really close with them. And so it's a special night. It's going to be a beautiful night, and we're looking forward to it. All right, Coach, really appreciate your time. Best of luck. Thank you, sir. That's head coach Chase Pavlovich. We'll have more coming up in the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. You're listening to coverage of Bullpup football on KMCP.
The Bethany College Athletic Department strives to educate, develop, and challenge its students. Bethany Swedes connect with the community, develop key character traits, maintain healthy, mental, spiritual, and physical lifestyles while leading lives of faith, learning, and service. Bethany College belongs to the NAIA and a member of the KCAC with teams in 22 sports in the fall, winter, and spring. For a complete schedule of events, go to BethanySwedes.com. Integrity, hospitality, community, excellence, Bethany College.
Escape the web of slow internet. Switch to MTC Fiber Internet for scary fast speeds and unlimited data, plus screen time restrictions, online safety, and parental controls to keep your kids safe. Call 877-216-9951 or stop by your local MTC office in Little River, Lyons, Marquette, McPherson, or Sterling to find out more.
Bullpup football on KMCP.
Welcome back to Paul Family Field at McPherson Stadium as the Bullpups get ready for a match against the Mulvane Wildcats in a big Ark Valley Division III game with 2 of the top teams in the division. And it's also senior night. The senior night festivities are being done for the football players as we speak. All of the players coming out with 3 junior football players from 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade and around that area as well. So as the seniors are being announced, then the rest of the starters and the team will make their way onto the field in what will be a fun night of football here in McPherson. Without a doubt, going to be a big game for McPherson as well as Mulvane. McPherson coming in 3-2 on the year, 2-0 against Ark Valley teams in Division III. But for Mulvane, they are 4-1, 2-1 against Ark Valley teams on a 4-game win streak. Their lone loss was in Week 1 against Buhler, where they lost 28-7. But since then, they've defeated Independence, Circle, Augusta, and El Dorado, which we'll talk more about coming up. But now it's time for our Ag 360 Insurance Ones to Watch. And Nathan, there's quite a bit of people to watch. There's quite a few people to watch for both teams.
Yeah, for Mulvane, I think it starts with the quarterback, Manny Myers and Fisher Dye. Those two are two high quality athletes. Fisher Dye obviously has rushed for over 450 yards on the season, and Manny Myers just does everything well, like head coach Chase Pavlovich talked about. For McPherson, I hate to keep saying the same guys over and over, but Ketch Delaney's got to be a guy who you watch today, but also Chase Kane on the defensive side. He is going to be key to rushing Manny Myers, and Jared Stutzman as well. They both are going to hold a key part of this game to keeping Manny Myers inside the pocket.
That's our Act 360 Insurance ones to watch. Act 360 Insurance is here to partner in your legacy. Contact agents Darren Eddy or Cody Moores in Inman. We'll wrap up the Midway Motors drive to the game, and we'll bring you kickoff coming up next here from McPherson Stadium. You're listening to coverage of Bullpup football on KMCP.
More of the Midway Motors drive to the game coming up. Find exclusive stories highlighting Bullpup athletics at adastraradio.com. The McPherson Bullpups play on 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Devin.
Together we are Stematic of Central Kansas.
With a new location at 209 North Main in downtown McPherson. We are here to help, offering water, fire, and smoke restoration, mold remediation, carpet and upholstery cleaning, as well as hard surfaces like tile and even grout cleaning. Don't forget about the places you can't see, like air ducts and dryer vent. Find us on Facebook or online at stematicofcentralks.com for a free estimate to see how Stematic of Central Kansas can help you.
Oh, and honey, don't forget.
Call Stematic, you'll be ecstatic.
Hi, this is Lucas Raleigh with Raleigh Insurance. With a family myself, I know how important managing expenses are. If you are thinking about shopping your family's insurance, let us do the shopping for you with our newly expanded markets and carriers. As an independent agency, we've been saving families across Kansas for the past 50 years. Check out RaleighInsurance.biz, see me in Little River, or stop by Raleigh Insurance in Inman or Lyons today.
Since 1965, your choice for home, auto, farm, and commercial insurance. Raleigh Insurance.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. So like your first dream home? Yep, their agents can help you bundle and find the right home policy at the right price. Now that's the dream. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Visit your local American Family Insurance agent, Steve Barr, at 807 North Main, McPherson.
When it comes to your personal banking, it should be, well, personal. That's how we do business at the Farmers State Bank. Farmers State Bank combines personal service with the modern convenience of advanced technology. Visit any one of our locations in Galva, Lindsborg, or McPherson and see how we take service. Very personal.
Celebrate the spooky season with a trick-or-treat blender from your locally owned Scooters Coffee. A bewitching blend of espresso, ice cream, and white mocha sauce make the perfect Halloween treat. Scooters Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson, McPherson, and Salina.
Bullpup football on KMCP.
Welcome back into Paul Family Field at McPherson Stadium, where we are just moments away from kickoff here in McPherson as the Bullpups face the Mulvane Wildcats here today. A big game in the Ark Valley Chisholm Trail League. McPherson coming in 2-0 and against Ark Valley teams Mulvane 2-1. Buhler is 3-0 on the year, so they hold the top spot in the Ark Valley League, and they play Division 4 foe in El Dorado today. And then next week, Buhler will have a tough matchup as well before they play against the Bullpups in 2 weeks at Buhler, which will be certainly a fun matchup. Let's run you by the numbers going into this game for both of these teams. McPherson offensively, they score about 22 points per game, but their one issue with their offense is the amount of sacks that they have given up, 22 so far on the season. That's definitely going to be key for the Bullpups going into this one, but they're great on third down at 45%. But this Mulvane defense has been pretty darn good as well. They hold their opponents to 24% on third downs. However, it helps that last week they held El Dorado to about 1 for 10 on third down, so that really plummeted the percentage for them in that regard. Because the thing to think about for Mulvane, they're coming off of a 57-0 win against El Dorado. The week before that, they faced Augusta, won 19-0. They have not allowed a point since September 20th when they played Circle, And when you add it up, that's about 2 hours and 4 minutes worth of game time. Not real time, obviously, because it's been 3 weeks, but of game time. There's 48 minutes in a game, 2 hours and 4 minutes where they've not allowed a single point. But their wins this year against the opponents that they have faced have a combined record of 1 win and 19 losses. The only team out of the 4 wins that have a win out of the teams they face is Circle with only 1 win. Independence, Augusta, El Dorado still winless on the year. So you got to think that could give McPherson a little bit of an edge, because when you look at the record with how this season has gone, and I'm not saying that those schools are terrible at football. This year has just been a bit of a struggle for them as they try to move their way towards the win column. But their biggest competition was week 1 against Buhler, in which they lost 28-7. Now they have big competition here in McPherson as well for the Wildcats.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you hit it right on the nose. I think this is a talented, good football team from Mulvane, but there's still a but. There's a lot of parity in 4A football. Who knows? Maybe no one's good. Maybe everyone's good.
Yeah.
Who actually knows what's going on? But this is the time of the year where when you start to come to play, it's October. Playoffs are around the corner. You got a couple weeks left. It's senior night for McPherson and a couple other places in Kansas. But this is where the good start to separate themselves from the great. And Mulvane is good. McPherson is good. We will find out who is better tonight.
You mentioned the parity in 4A. There's only one unbeaten team in 4A left. That's Lewisburg, who's in the East region. Nobody unbeaten anymore in the West after Andover Central lost last week to Goddard. So there are 5 teams that are 4-1, which are Andover Central, Winfield. Winfield's only loss was McPherson, Wamego, Mulvane, and then Cape and Mount Carmel. McPherson is in 8th in the standings in the 4A West. Mulvane in 4th, as they're 4th out of the 5 4-1 teams. But the top 8 all have a winning record. The bottom 8 do not. The teams that are 3-2 are Wellington, Buhler, and McPherson, who are 3 teams that were projected to be towards the top in 4A and haven't quite done so, at least through 5 weeks. But, there's still plenty of the season left. But, again, the parity in 4A has just been absolutely bonkers. As the biggest story, one team that you would think about, one team that's going to be a contender in the playoffs, not in the West, but in the East, is Bishop Miege, but they're 0-5 on the year. Well, why is that? Well, they have not played a 4A team, nor will they until the playoffs. They played either 5A or 6A, and even a team in Kansas City in Rockhurst High School, today they're in St. Louis, if you can believe that. Yes, Bishop Miege is in St. Louis with an 0-5 record going against Cardinal Ritter Prep, and then they play a couple of Blue Valley teams to close off their regular season, and then it's going to be the only time that they play 4A teams this year. So it's a bit wacky, a bit of a parody in 4A this year, and I think the big thing for teams like McPherson and Mulvane is they're going to try to find their spot towards the top amidst the parity that's going on.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, you said it. Mulvane is 4-1 on the year. That's a really good record. They played 5 opponents, one really good in Buhler. Who knows? Buhler's 3-2 on the year. They may not be okay. They may not be as good as their record shows either, but they are a really good football team. Every team in 4A, it seems like, we're going into each week saying this is a good football team. Yeah. I don't understand why they're not winning, or this is a good football team, but I don't know if their records, I don't know if they're that good.
Right.
So it's just one of those things. You never know until the end of the season, then you start to look back on it.
I'm not trying to make this distinction. Now, Mulvane defeated El Dorado 57-0 last week, but even Alabama defeats Winthrop 57-0. So it doesn't show how good or bad of a football team Mulvane is. It could show that they're really good.
Well, and Alabama just lost to Vandy last week.
That's true. More continues. Well, they won the toss, they deferred, so they will kick off to start it off. They're wearing all black unis apart from their helmets. A line drive squib kick from Richardson on the ensuing kick. Fisher Dye with the return near side across to the 33 on the near side, in between the sideline and the numbers. It'll be first down for Mulvane as they'll start off their first possession of this game. McPherson with black unis, black jerseys, black pants, white lettering and numbering with a red outline on the front and back. They do have the white helmets as well that they've sported all season long, but they also have pink socks, pink wrap around their shoes, pink sleeves, pink turf tape. looks amazing. Winfield will have their white jerseys, black pants, and white helmets, green lettering and numbering on the front, back, and shoulders. Those uniforms brought to you by McPherson Laundry. First down, handoff, near side. Fisher Dye jukes to the left from the would-be tacklers, gets to the third level, way past the second, and gets a first down on his first carry of the game. Needed 10, got exactly 10, as Mulvane will move the chains on their first play of possession.
Fisher Dye's a really good back, man. He's 5'8", 160 pounds, a senior. Been starting for 4 years for this team, and they're going to try to ride him as best as possible. They average 90.6 yards per game just with him, so expect to see a lot of Fisher Dye as we continue forward. 366
yards as an offense, 247 on the ground, as Myers will throw on the run. It's caught, a first down once again to the left side. It's Grady Myers, who's tripped up from his shoelaces by... it was Chase Kane. It was either Chase Kane or Catch Delaney that I was going to mention. I believe it was Chase Kane that brought him down. Another first down. 2 plays, 2 first downs for Mulvane, a team that is moving the ball really well so far in this game, albeit just 2 plays. They average 15 first downs a game, showing 2 of them in just 2 plays.
Well, yeah, Myers gets out of the pocket, just flips it across the middle. That's what they like to do. Get him out of the pocket and go to work.
First and 10 at the McPherson 42. Fake handoff. Manny Myers keeps it near side. Gets a good chunk of change inside the 35. Wrapped up, brought down at the 34. Wouldn't you know it, it's not a first down, but it's a gain of 9. Bishop Brown and Alec Harms were the last 2 pups to bring him down. Second down and 1.
Yeah, this is an option-style offense. They are going to either give it to Fisher Dye or let Manny Myers figure out what he wants to do with the football. That time they went with more of an option off the D end, and Myers kept it and picked up 9 yards.
Last week, Myers had 6 total touchdowns, 4 of them on the ground. Shotgun set, trips to the left. He'll look to throw, bounces out of the pocket as he fires on the run. It's caught. Grady Myers again inside the 30. Lowers the head inside the 25 to the 24. Just picking the defense apart already. 4 plays into this one. Another first down in McPherson's 24-yard line for the Wildcats.
And, there was a little pressure there. They brought a middle linebacker blitz, brought Catch Delaney up the middle. He kind of got home a little bit, made Myers get off his spot and outside of the pocket. But Myers is just as good as he is in the pocket. He's even better outside of the pocket.
2 minutes into this game, still scoreless. Mulvane moving the ball down the field. First and 10 at the McPherson 24. Shotgun set for Manny Myers. Tight end in motion. Hand off to Dye. Finds a hole right side, but he'll get stuffed for just a gain of a couple yards as Alec Harms, the defenseman, the safety, came up to plug up the gap for just that short gain.
What an excellent job by Harms. He came up and laid a hit on Fisher Dye. That's what you're going to have to do. Fisher Dye's a strong back. You're going to have to come try to hit him harder than he's going to hit you. But Fisher Dye's going to hit pretty hard as well.
Sun has already set here in McPherson, by the way. Saw the Northern Lights yesterday. Well, I didn't get a chance to see them, but some people around the area did. Not quite tonight, but cloudy skies and the lights engulfing the turf. Myers runs out of the pocket, goes up the middle, gets a gain of 2. He looked to pass, had nobody in sight, goes up the middle. That'll draw a clap from Jace Pavlovich, the head coach on the near side. A gain of just 1, 3rd down and 7 for the Wildcats.
Well, yeah, I know head coach Chase Pavlovich in their film had talked about a lot, and especially in his pregame with you, they need to keep Myers in the pocket. They want to keep him in the pocket. When he gets out of the pocket, that's when all of his damage occurs. That time, an excellent job of just kind of having that spy on him to stop him with only a 1-yard gain.
Trips to the right. All 3 receivers bunched up just to the right side of the right tackle. Myers will look to throw as the lefty scrambles. He gets tripped up. No, he's still up. He's going to fire late. It is knocked away and incomplete. That one almost went into the arms of Reed Hackelman. Bishop Brown came in and punched the ball out for the incomplete pass. 4th down for Mulvane.
What an excellent job by this defensive backfield. They kept their eyes open. They were in a zone coverage. Bishop Brown made a hard cut back to the wide receiver to knock it out. That would have been an amazing catch, an amazing throw, but more excellent job by Bishop Brown.
Offense staying on the field. They're 5 for 10 on 4th downs this year. This is 4th down and 7. They do have a kicker, Gunnar Uhrig, who hit a 30-yarder last week. This one would be from about 38. Myers will look to throw in the pocket, 3-step drop. He's going to roll to the near side. Now tries to step to the far side. Boy, does he have some space, but he fires it high. Caught inside the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Mulvane. Caleb Bohr found the opening as Manny Myers delivered the strike. It's 6-0 Mulvane.
What an excellent job. He tried to exit the pocket to the right and then just got clogged up, and then an over pursuit by the defensive line of McPherson allowed him that open space on the left side of the field to find Caleb Bohr in the end zone for the 21-yard touchdown.
So now in to kick the extra point is Gunnar Uhrig. He's 18 of 20 on PATs this year. He's a 5'8" junior sporting number 0. Not often you see a kicker. Now, you see kickers wear some funny numbers sometimes. Don't really see one wearing 0. High snap, but a good hold, and the kick is good. 7-0 Mulvane, 8:26 to go here in the first quarter. A terrific start for the Wildcats on the road. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to coverage of Bullpup football on KMCP.
Most people know you have to change the engine oil regularly, but did you know that there are at least 4 other fluids that need serviced at regular intervals? These include transmission, power steering, brake, transfer cases, and more. Even hybrids require regular maintenance to maximize fuel economy and reduce costly repair bills. Come see the professional service team at Jarrett Automotive to make sure your car is in tip-top condition.
When it's time to give your car some care, come to Jar. We'll see you there.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Strong start for the Wildcats here on McPherson senior night as the Bullpups now trail 7-0. A terrific drive by Mulvane on just their first drive of the game. They were able to move the ball down the field, just nickel and dime them. They rely on the home run ball, as we've heard from Coach Pavlovich, and made that the big viewpoint for this defense. But they got a home run ball in their last play of the possession, a 21-yard touchdown pass. Here's a short pooch kick that bounces, is juggled and collected by Harms at the 30. He goes up to the 35, far side, brought down on the right hash. So McPherson will have their first offensive possession of the game. First down at their own 35.
Yeah, we see Carter Allen. This offense is led by Carter Allen, their quarterback. He's thrown for over 750 yards on the year. He is what makes this offense go, along with the running back duo of Brock Richardson, who's in the game right now, and Catch Delaney. So watch out for Carter Allen to have a nice game tonight.
196 total yards passing. He had 5 total touchdowns, 3 through the air, 2 on the ground. On first down, they'll hand it off on the near side as he gets wrestled down. It's Catch Delaney there on the first carry of the game, gain of 4 yards. Correction, so Carter Allen had 1 rushing touchdown. He had just 2 collective rushing yards, as there were a couple of key sacks in that game, but he had 1 rushing touchdown. The other rushing touchdown went to the guy who just had that handoff. That was Delaney.
Yeah, absolutely. He had an incredible game last week, and he looks to continue to doing it now.
Second down and 6. Richardson now lined up as the tailback in the shotgun, but Allen will roll right, look to throw, fires, drop by Puhala. It was just a little bit too far ahead of the intended man in Puhala as Allen delivered that throw. Third down and 6 at their own 39.
After those last 2 plays, Lane, I saw that Mulvane's defense likes to play more of a press man-to-man with a single high safety. Watch out as the game goes on to continue to running the football. However, you have the ability to take shots if you can beat one-on-one coverage.
Third down and 6 yards from McPherson. Shotgun set, receiver in motion. That's Malm. It'll be a jet pass to him. Malm on the near side at the 40, but it gets brought down up high at the 43. They're shy by about 2 yards. Fourth down and 2. Decision time for McPherson. It's a 4th and short, but you're well deep in your own territory. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, early on in the game, you're down 7-0. You normally start really quick. I don't hate this. I like going for it here.
All right, well, here we go. 4th down and 2 for McPherson in the shotgun. Motion up front, but he doesn't cross the line. That would have been a defender, but good job staying back was Hagerman, who's a starting outside linebacker. But now Allen's going to back up. He may line up to punt. He is the backup punter after all. High snap, and he does punt it away. Nobody's back deep to return for Mulvane, so it'll take a great bounce inside the 10 at the 5, where it will roll side to side and will be picked up at the 4-yard line. How about QB1? He can get it done with his legs too, not just on the run, but punting-wise as well.
Yeah, they've run that play in the past. We have not seen it yet this year. That's the first time they've showed it this year. But they did it a lot last year with Owen Fetch at quarterback. Now Carter Allen there. What an excellent punt down inside the 5-yard line. That's how you flip field position.
100%. And that they were practicing that quite a bit yesterday, in case they needed a situation to get into that mark, and they did on their first possession. So You pin Mulvane back deep, first down and 10 at their own 4-yard line, but the Wildcats have a 7-0 lead, 6:54 to go first quarter. Shotgun set as Manny Myers and Fisher Dye are lined up a yard deep in the end zone. Tight end on the left side, hand off to Dye on the far edge, gets hit hard immediately, will get wrapped up at the 5, just a gain of 1 yard on first down.
Yeah, just trying to get outside of the shadow of their own end zone. Dye, normally a reliable back, will get you 2-3 yards there. Only picks up 1. Second down and 9. This is where the Bullpups can kind of start to pin their ears back and get after Manny Myers.
Second down and 9 at the 5-yard line. Couple of subs, still plenty of time on the play clock. It's at 20, so Mulvane can try to take their time to call out this play. They're a team that has been tremendous on the ground, and we already saw that, but that pass touchdown by Myers was his 7th of the year for Mulvane. Play clock down to 5 as they're in the shotgun. Low snap, but he gets it. It'll be a fake handoff. Myers keeps. Jukes left, spins, and then gets tripped up at the 11 for a short gain, or a decent gain, I should say. It's a gain of about 6, but it's 3rd down and 3 for the Wildcats.
And that's right there why Manny Myers is as good as he is. He does not go down. Arm tackles don't work. He's strong. He's shifty. He can make you miss with a juke move, but he's also going to run right through you if you're not careful.
3rd down and 3 at the 11 for Mulvane. 5:40 to go first quarter. They're up 7-0. They were pinned back at their own 4, but have done had a great run by Manny Myers, QB1. Defensive shift as many of them switch from the left to the right side. Man in motion in the pistol. Hand off to Dye. Up the middle. Gets hit hard. He may be short of the line to gain by about a yard. He is. It's 4th down and about a half a yard for Mulvane, and the punting unit will come onto the field.
What an excellent job by this Bullpup defense. You get a nice punt by Carter Allen down inside the 5-yard line, and then you hold strong and get a 3-and-out here. Beware of the fake with 4th down and 1. However, reason to celebrate because you got the job done.
Now, Fisher Dye is the normal punter, but into punt right now is Manny Myers, or no, he's actually going to line up, I believe. We'll see. It's 5 wide, and Myers will fake the throw. He'll roll to the left as he wants to try to run this for himself. He'll get out of bounds at about the sticks. Did he get it? We don't have the exact signal yet, but I think they may give it to him because there's one official at the 15. Yes, they will. He needed 1 yard, and he just got 2 of them, and it's a first down for Mulvane.
Well, yeah, Mulvane caught the Bullpups in kind of a weird spot. He had a man open down here closest to us on the sideline because they just did not know what's going on. Excellent job by the Bullpups to try to get into position and hold him from passing and making that a bigger gain. But a nice job by Manny Myers to get outside the pocket and out to that sideline to pick up the first down.
It was interesting, especially, I mentioned the punting unit was coming on. There was a mass substitution, which you usually see when the punting unit comes on, but Myers is also the backup punter. Myers will look to throw, 3-step drop, fires it deep across the middle. It is caught at the 30. He gets brought down immediately. A good gain, a gain of 16 there to move the chains. Making the catch was Reed Hackelman, the 5'10 junior.
Just a simple crossing route over the middle of the field, about 15 yards, 12, 15 yards downfield. Nice job, nice throw by Manny Myers. Fitted into double coverage, and an excellent catch by Hackelman.
4:25 to go first quarter, and Mulvane in business offensively once again. First down and 10 at their own 31-yard line, a drive that started at their own 4. A tailback in the backfield in the shotgun. Handoff, Fisher Dye. Boy, does he have an opening near side. Flag comes flying at the 45. Dye down the sideline to the McPherson 40 where he's pushed out of bounds, but this one might be coming back. Saw maybe a little push or a pull and a tug of a jersey by Mulvane's offense, so I believe this one might be offensive holding.
Yeah, I would agree with you here, Lane. That probably is offensive holding, and it's going to come back. But, Lane, you're seeing why, with that play just in particular, why this Mulvane offense has been so good and so potent over their last 5 games. And, well, really 4 games outside of the game against Bueller. They're so multiple. They do so many things that it's just hard to pin your ears back on one play or find one thing that they do well and try to stop it. You got to stop everything.
The thing is, though, the holding happened at the 41, so it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so it's first down and 10 again. Because the 41 is the yard to gain. That's the yard that they needed to reach. So, but obviously, the officials are asking, hey, do you want to accept this or do you want to decline it? No, you don't want to decline it because Mulvane would have had it at the McPherson 36 after that big run. But no, you take the penalty. But again, it's first down and 10 as it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul, not 10 yards from the previous spot.
Correct. That it's first down and 10. The official had to get over the mic again just for a second. It confused me.
5 wide set, but it'll be a QB keeper. Myers runs right, then jukes left. Another flag flies in, this time all the way back at the line of scrimmage as Myers is wrestled down at the 41. It would be a gain of about 4.5, but this one might be coming back and actually may move the Wildcats back once again.
Yeah, I think this is going to be on the wide receiver outside of the pocket, or the left tackle. It is going to be holding, 10-yard penalty, but Lane, they did something there on that play that I really enjoy, and they took their best offensive lineman and Gunnar McGrew, who's their right guard, and took him on he let him lead Manny Myers, just took him all the way around between the left tackle and left guard, and that is excellent. That's just excellent power football.
10 yards from the previous, or not from the previous spot, from the spot of the foul. So it's first down and 19 now for Mulvane. Pistol set, 2 receivers on the left side. They'll hand it off up the middle. Boy, did Dye get that yardage back quick, fast, and in a hurry. He goes back to the original line of scrimmage. So now it's second down and 10 for Mulvane.
You're going to hear Fisher Dye's name a lot. They love this running back, and quite frankly, I do too. This is a good running back. This is a good football team. This is a good offense right now.
Second down and 10, 3:15 to go first quarter as Mulvane has a 7-0 lead and the Wildcats have the ball. They break the huddle with still plenty of time on the play clock. Shotgun for Myers. They're in between the hashes, but they're just off of the left hash by just a couple feet. Handoff on an outside zone. It's Dye again. He's brought down from behind, a gain of maybe just 1 yard. Who else but Chase Kane, the first one to get out of that pile. Third down and quite a bit of space now for Mulvane. It's third down and 9.
We've seen it all year. When they need a stop, when they need a tackle, Chase Kane and Ketch Delaney have been there. This time, Chase Kane there. Excellent pursuit coming from his defensive end position to get all the way out to the numbers to make that tackle. What a good play.
Third down and 9 at their own 32. Now Mulvane, if they're close enough, may go for it. They're already 2 for 2 on fourth down here today. 2 receivers near side, 2 far, into the backfield in the shotgun. It will be a handoff to Dye, but Richardson meets him immediately. It is a gain of about 3 yards, but it is fourth down and 6 for the Wildcats, and I doubt that they would go for this on still quite a bit of room that you would need across the sticks. So another mass substitution like we saw last time that Mulvane went for it. So we'll double check as Manny Myers is in the huddle, but he was counting how many players are there, and yep, Fisher Dye is back to punt, and Dane Becker will go back deep to return for the Bullpups. Minute 45 and ticking to go here in the first quarter. High snap, Dye goes back, collects it, almost blocked by Seidel, but he gets it away. Bounces left side at the 35 in McPherson territory at the 30, and then will roll sideways and will be picked up at the 29 by Mulvane. That's where McPherson will set up shop in their own territory with 95 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Well, the thing that this Mulvane offense does is they run the clock. You're not gonna get a whole lot of possessions on offense. So that makes these possessions that you get early in the game that much more important. I'd expect McPherson to continue to run the football effectively, but don't be shocked if they start passing it a little bit. Try to get Carter Allen's timing going.
They're held to 3 and out on their first offensive possession. Now trying to come back, down 7-0. First down and 10. Handoff Delaney. Splits through, goes to the near side. He has a lane. First down and many more. Cuts right at the Mulvane 40. Cuts back left. Shakes off one man inside to the 25-yard line. What a huge gain for Ketch Delaney, the tailback. And it's first down McPherson at the Mulvane 25.
What a play. That was just a simple dive play. Simple inside zone play. Ketch Delaney. No one touched him for like 40 yards, and he's able to pick up 44 yards on the play, and McPherson's in scoring position.
First and 10 at the Mulvane 45. Trips to the right. Tight end lined up left for Carter Allen. Man in the backfield. Motion up front. Nobody crosses the line. Dane Becker is in at tailback for McPherson. So plenty of time on the play clock as the team gets their sign. Becker now moves from the left hip pocket to the right of Allen. He'll get the snap. He will fake the handoff. Allen keeps, but they read that like a book. He's down in the backfield. A loss of about 4 yards there on the read option.
Yeah, tried to make the read. That's just a wonderful job by the defensive end there to kind of sit in the middle. You don't really pick one, and you try to fool the quarterback. Fooled Carter Allen there. Allen kept it and got tackled for a 4-yard loss.
35 seconds to go, first quarter. 20 on the play clock, so there'll at least be one more play in this quarter. Second down and 14, though, for McPherson at the Mulvane 29. Shotgun set, trips to the right. Allen will roll right. He'll fire immediately. Caught by Puhala at the 30. Lowers his head at the 25, out of bounds at the 24. They will stop the clock momentarily because he was out of bounds, but it is 3rd down and 9 for McPherson.
Yeah, just a bootleg out to the right. Just a nice, easy pass into the flat. Get Carter Allen's timing going. Get him in rhythm. Puhala makes 5 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down and 9.
Trips to the left this time as they line up on the right hash. Tight end on the right side. Becker in the backfield, lined up behind Carter Allen out of the pistol set. Play clock at 12 as they get their sign from their coaches on the sideline on the near side. Bullpups in their black uniform, something that we have not seen all season long. It's either been red or white. Play clock down to 3 as they get the snap. Allen will fire high and deep to the end zone. He's got Brown, but he overthrew him by a couple yards. Incomplete out of the back of the end zone, and it's 4th down and 9.
Bishop Brown plays the Z role for McPherson. That's just another position of wide receiver. He is going to play outside the numbers. They're going to try to take big shots to Bishop Brown all night long, and right now he beat the man. It's just a slight overthrow.
He beat Grady Myers, the defensive back for Mulvane. And now 4th down and 9. McPherson's offense on the field. Too deep for a field goal. Clock stops, 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Trips to the left side. Allen will look to throw. Fakes. Now fires high and deep to the end zone, but there's a lot of traffic in there. It's dropped by Manny Myers, who could have picked it off in the end zone for a touchback. Instead, it falls incomplete, and it's a turnover on downs. Still 7-0 Mulvane as the Wildcats will take over now on their own 24-yard line. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, Wildcats probably just going to run one play here, probably just a dive to Fisher Die and go to the second quarter up 7-0. They've done everything that you could ask for and more for this Wildcats team. They got the stop on 4th down there. They forced a punt on the first possession of McPherson's offense, and they've scored on their first possession of the game on the offensive side as well. So they're just doing everything they want.
Trips to the right in the shotgun for Myers. Man in the backfield. That's Fisher Die as they line up on the left hash. They will hand it off to Die. It's not a dive. Instead, they just go near side. He'll only get a short gain of about 3 yards there on first down. But that will mark the end of this first quarter. It's 7-0 Mulvane through 12 minutes of play. Second quarter coming up next. You're listening to Bullpup Football on KMCP. At McPherson College, you bring the dream, we'll assemble the team. Your experience as a Bulldog student-athlete includes a team of coaches and professors dedicated to your success. McPherson College is home to KCAC champions, NAIA All-Americans, and champions of character. We're also home to some of the lowest student debt and highest career outcomes in Kansas. It's a great day to be a Bulldog. Learn more at macbulldogs.com.
I'm Jared. Since 1948, we at Krupp Lumber in Heston have been helping customers choose the perfect lumber, find the right tools, and improve homes every step of the way. We offer a wide selection of top-quality windows and doors like Marvin and Anderson and R.D. Henry & Company cabinets to make your home stand the test of time. Not only do we offer paints and lawn and garden supplies, but we can build floor and roof trusses in-house and can help you design your own. Ask about our in-state delivery. Krupp Lumber. Service is our specialty.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Through one quarter of play, McPherson down at the end of one, 7-0 against Mulvane here on their senior night at home. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors: RC Heating and Cooling, Glidden Edgar Wiggins Funeral Home, Great Plains Federal Credit Union, Edward Jones, Arch Your Gear for Sport, McPherson Hospital, and Freddy's Frozen Custard. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors here today. Mulvane with the ball. It's 2nd down and 7 at their own 27-yard line as they flip the sides of the field. Mulvane will now work from right to left. Fake handoff. Myers keeps, spins away from one would-be tackler, spins away from another, and he's finally brought down in the third level at the 40-yard line. Gain of 13 as Alec Harms, the defensive back, had to be the last man there to bring him down.
Yeah, Manny Myers there, just a little speed option play or an option play where he decided to keep the football on the keeper. McPherson over pursuit just a little bit to fish or die because that's the guy you really need to stop. But Manny Myers is going to take advantage of that. A few arm tackles, broke a few tackles there, picked up 13.
1st down and 10 at the 41-yard line, so they actually mark it a gain of 14. But either way, Mulvane, once again, in business. 4 wide receivers as Myers will look to throw. Scanning. He's going to fire it deep. Wide open at the 25. It's caught. Down the sideline. 10-5. Touchdown, Mulvane. Caleb Bohr had no touchdowns at all receiving this year. He's got 2 of them already. That time, a 59-yard touchdown pass. There's that home run ball, and nobody was within 10 yards of Caleb Bohr for Mulvane. It's 13-0 Wildcats.
Yeah, pre-play, McPherson in a cover 1 look or a cover 1 shell, meaning 1 safety deep, and that's just a breakdown in coverage, not knowing the assignment just quite right, and the wide receiver was able to get right behind him and just make 59 yards for a touchdown and make this a 2-possession game.
Uhrig in to kick the extra point, and the kick is on the way, and it's good. 14-0, Mulvane. 11:19 to go here in this first half. Back in a moment, you're listening to Bullpup Football from the Midway Motors broadcast booth on KMCP.
From spring planting to landscaping and fall cleanups to winter snow removal, LS Tractor is your warmest pack tractor for all seasons. Our universal skid steer quick attach system makes switching out attachments a breeze, and our tough heavy lifting loaders give you added strength for any job. Start with reliability and power, stay for a wide range of capabilities, attachments, and implements. Get more features for less money. Start blue, stay blue with LS Tractor. Visit Moundridge Tractor, where customer service has been our business since 1985.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
14-0 Mulvane after they capitalize on a 59-yard pass from Manny Myers to Caleb Bohr for his 2nd touchdown of the game. Off the air, we were kind of talking about what went wrong for McPherson defensively. There was nobody near Caleb Bohr on that play.
Yeah, no, it looked like a little bit of a miscommunication. Looked like a single high safety, but 4 wide, probably going to end up being cover 1 or cover 0. But it looked like the far side of the field played zone, and the other side played man-to-man, which allowed Bohr to just sneak right by everybody and find himself wide open with probably 20 yards of space.
Ensuing kickoff was returned by Dane Becker, who brought it out to the 31 near side. Well, now McPherson is behind the 8 ball in the biggest of ways. This is their largest deficit since the Great Bend game. Honestly,
really?
Since the Chanute game, I think. Since the Chanute game. But yeah, they did not face that deficit against Rose Hill last week. They were down by as much as 11. They're down by 14 right now. Shotgun set, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Handoff up the middle, diving across for extra yardage. He gets to the 38-yard line. I believe it was Brock Richardson. Yep, it was there on that 1st down carry. I could be wrong. I think they were down by that much against Chanute, but this is only the 3rd time that they've faced a deficit like this. The other 2 times are against Great Bend and Chanute, which both ended in losses.
And that is a wild stat that you just bring up.
Mm-hmm. 2 receivers near side, handoff again. Richardson up the gut, fighting for the sticks. He may have gotten it. Indeed, he did. Gain of about 5 yards that time. 1st down for McPherson. They're now at their own 43.
Yeah, they need to continue to stay ahead of the sticks. Brock Richardson right now has been... They've been able to run the football. Brock Richardson's got 16 yards on 3 carries, and Catch Delaney's run for 44 yards on 1 carry. So they can run the football on this Mulvane defense. It's just going to be when they try to pass the football or try to get a little too cute when they go behind the sticks.
10:20 to go, first half. McPherson trying to mount this comeback. 1 receiver each side, a tight end on each side as well. Allen will do an option. It's a forward lateral for Richardson, but he just got it behind the line on that forward lateral, but he gets that gain of about 4 yards there on 1st down on a little speed option.
That was an excellent job by Carter Allen just to get the football out of his hands. He waited and waited and waited and made sure that he was selling that he could keep the football and then got it out to Brock Richardson with ease.
Second down and 6 at the 47 for the Bullpups. Pistol set this time. Delaney in the backfield. They'll hand it to him. Looking to find the edge right side, but he gets swallowed up at the 49. Nope, they'll give him midfield. But it's 3rd down and 3 now for McPherson at the 50 on the right hash.
Yeah, like we just talked about, McPherson has the ability to run the football at an extremely high level, and they're showing it here tonight. Just picking up 3, 4, 5 yards, and then even getting the chunk 44-yard run, but they can continue to rely on these backs.
Trips to the left, tight end lined up right, man in the backfield in the shotgun for Carter Allen. Play clock down to 10 as they get their sign from the sideline with Allen, Delaney, and Ashton Malm on the far side facing towards the sideline. Now they get set, 3 on the play clock. It was a high snap, and this play gets blown up. It was a good job by Allen to collect it immediately, but it's those high snaps again that get him going as he was brought down way in the backfield behind the original line of scrimmage. He's at the 41, loss of 9, 4th down and 12, punting unit on the field.
Yeah, snaps have been an issue this year so far for the Bullpups offense, and that time just a high snap, unable to handle it, and by the time he tried to turn around to get rid of the football, there were like 4 or 5 Wildcats there already. So, going to have to punt this football away again.
Richardson's punt is on the way. Good punt at that as Manny Myers will let it bounce and then return at the 20-yard line. That's QB1, who's also a punt returner, jack of all trades, brought down at the 28, but there's a flag at the McPherson 44-yard line, so not far from the line of scrimmage. We'll see what this call is.
I'd be intrigued to see what it is.
I think it's a holding on McPherson. Well, no, he's talking to the McPherson coaching staff, so maybe it's a holding on Mulvane. Holding on the receiving team, but all it does is just back him up from where the play ended. So from the 28 to the 18, I think is where this one's going to go for Mulvane. Pinned back at their own territory again, but Mulvane with the ball again and up 14-0, 8:13 to go, second quarter, and that time they tried to nickel and dime him down the field. They did a good job doing so, but then just one bad snap, once again, just messing up that whole drive for McPherson. And it's those little mistakes that have cost McPherson time and again. And I talked about the Chinook game. If it wasn't for those mistakes, the Bullpups would have had a fighting chance in that Chinook game, but fell 27-14. First down for Mulvane, fake handoff. Myers keeps, and boy, is he gone. Just one man to beat him, but nobody's going to catch him. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Manny Myers. 83 yards in the run up the middle. Nobody was near him. It's 20-0, Mulvane.
Yeah, Lane, I was actually just getting ready to say that this is a big drive for Mulvane and for McPherson. If Mulvane's able to score, you can start to breathe a little bit and understand that you're up by 3 possessions. You have room to spare. For McPherson, you needed to get a stop. You can't go down 3 possessions, especially this early in the game. Excellent job. They over-pursued to the running back that time to fish or die, and Manny Myers was untouched for 83 yards.
Extra point attempt on the way, almost blocked by Alex Stout, but it gets past him, and the extra point rather is good. 21-0. I think this officially is the largest deficit of the season for McPherson now. 21 points.
I would agree with that. This is 21 points. I don't know if McPherson's ever been down by 3 possessions in this season.
Absolutely. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to coverage of Bullpup football on KMCP.
Need secure storage for your RV or boat? Check out the brand new Countryside RV, Boat, and Self-Storage in McPherson. Located on 16th Avenue near Crable's Meats. We offer 15 by 50 fully enclosed storage units and covered outdoor storage. Call or text today at 620-755-6586. Countryside RV, Boat, and Self-Storage. Your storage solution. That's 755-6586.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
I'd like to thank more of our sponsors, Act 360 Insurance, Midway Motors, Prairie Lane Partners, Bethany College, Somatic of Central Kansas, and American Family Insurance with local insurance agent Steve Barr. 21-0, a screamer of a squib kick by Mulvane near side that will go out of bounds, so a flag will come flying in on that kick out of bounds. 21-0 Mulvane after an 83-yard touchdown run by the quarterback Manny Myers. He already has 2 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground. That's at the halfway mark that he had last week. He had 6 total touchdowns against El Dorado a week ago. It's the first half. He already has 3 total touchdowns.
Well, yeah, that's exactly the reason why that head coach Chase Pavlovich talked in his pregame conversation was that this might be the best quarterback they play all season. Mm-hmm. He's been outstanding. He's only a junior. He's still not.
That's the scary thing. He's a junior.
Yeah, he's still not actually grown into his frame yet. He's not filled out yet. He's still just a kid, and he's out here ripping out yards.
Sheesh. Well, after that penalty, 1st and 10, McPherson at the 35. There'll be a quick pass caught by Puhala, who will get to the 40-yard line before being tripped out of bounds. So they will stop the clock after him being out of bounds. But 2nd down and 5 for McPherson, and this is this is the deepest spot we mentioned before the break, the deepest spot that they've been in. This is the largest deficit of the year. And, Nathan, I think you mentioned it. I don't think since the Chanute game, but they were down by 20. They were not down by 21. So this is the largest deficit of the season. And, of course, falling to Great Bend earlier this year. Okay, that was 28-6, not 28-7. So this is the second largest.
Yeah.
On 2nd down, handoff, Dane Becker swallowed up at the line, just gets a gain of 1 yard. And the front line for Mulvane showing true once again, 3rd down and about 4 yards. I think one of the first guys there was KJ Scans. So that makes it 3rd down and 4 for McPherson.
Well, yeah, Lane, when you go up by 3 possessions, you almost, as a defense, can just say, you know what, you're going to have to throw this football. You have to throw it. And McPherson trying to keep him off balance a little bit by getting to Dane Becker. Lane, I don't know what's going on here, but the official's talking to both offensive and defensive lines.
I think I saw a little bit of some disagreements between the front line on both ends after that play. So they were just telling him, hey, make sure you guys just settle it down a touch. And remember, we're out here to have some fun and play some football. Trips to the right on the shotgun, 3rd down and 4. Allen will hand it off. Becker evades one man at the line. Flag comes flying. Becker reaches for extra yardage, gets the 1st down. Well, let's check the marker. That one was thrown in the backfield and might be offensive holding.
Yeah, Lane, that was an excellent 6-yard pickup. Would have been good enough for the 1st down. We'll have to look at the penalty here for this Bullpups team. 3rd down, manageable. Then you have a holding call or a penalty against you. Now it's 3rd down and 14. Personal foul.
Personal foul, face mask on Mulvane. Well,
that's not the way I thought this was going.
We'll stand corrected. So 1st down, McPherson. So 15 yards from the previous spot, I would assume, rather than 15 yards from the end of the play, because it happened during the play. So I would assume 15 yards. So it would be at the Mulvane 45. We'll make sure of that wherever the officials spot the ball, because they, of course, have the final say. We don't. So we'll see. But, yeah, face mask was the call on the defense.
Looks like they're going to spot this at the 39-yard line. Now we're going to get together and talk about this. I think head coach Daniel Myers wants to talk about this just a little bit more. Lane, I'll tell you this. I've known this white hat official for a long time. He's a really nice guy. He also does some college softball as well. A little bit of baseball. He's a nice guy. Works really, really hard, and it's just a joy to be around.
So, again, the official, he does reiterate what the penalties are, which, when you say it twice, sometimes, if it's on the opponent, the crowd will certainly like it. Well, the home crowd at least. The tennis center just shined their lights, which is past the far right side as we see the field here. But back here on the turf, McPherson on 1st down. Richardson spins away from a tackler and gets a gain of 5 as he rolled to the left side and gets to the 34-yard line of Mulvane.
Yeah, even down by 3 possessions, this Bullpup offense is still going to try to go back to what works for them. They're going to try to run this football. 2nd down and manageable. You stay ahead of the chains. That's really all you're asking for. And I think head coach Chase Pavlovich probably went down by 3 possessions and went, let's make this about us. Let's try to execute.
2nd down and 5. Handoff. Richardson once again near side. Stops. Does a little stutter step move. Jukes back to the left. Brought down from behind. Gets a gain of 4 as he's down at the 30-yard line on the near hash. It will be 3rd down and 1 for McPherson, but you take that 3rd down and 1 after back-to-back key runs by the senior, Brock Richardson.
Well, see, now you have options here. 3rd down and 1. You can run this football, line it up, take it to Brock Richardson, give it to Brock Richardson, run this football. I expect them to do that. Or you can take a shot here and have 4th down and really manageable.
Mulvane stacks the box. They're looking to show press as we've seen movement up front time and time again, but they don't cross the line, so no offsides quite. But, yeah, they're stacking the box. And, yeah, they rush 6, but it's a handoff up the middle. Richardson breaks past it inside the 25 to the 23. Boy, how about the athleticism of the 6'1 senior Brock Richardson. 1st down McPherson. They were rushing 6, maybe 7 players. He got past all of them.
Yeah, what a gutsy run. He got turned around and was running backwards for a little bit. But Lane, watch down here. Watch, especially in this area of the field. Look who's guarding the wide receiver down here. That's Manny Myers, quarterback 1, versus Ashton Malm, McPherson's best wide receiver.
Shotgun set. Allen will look to throw. He wants Malm near side. 1-on-1 over the head of Malm and incomplete. Good defense there by Myers. We mentioned he's a jack of all trades. Runs well as we saw, passes well as we saw, also a punt returner, leads the team defensively in interceptions with 2 on the year.
You know, and I noticed it here on that play. He didn't fall for the double move where Ashton Malm stopped and then tried to take off again. Didn't fall for it, stayed with Ashton Malm the entire way. That's good eye discipline. That's just good discipline in general, but that's really good eye discipline.
Trips to the left now on the shotgun. 2nd down and 10 for McPherson. Tight end lined up on the right side as well with a man in the backfield. Handoff, catch Delaney, finds a hole, lowers the shoulder down to the 15. Good job getting past that first level, making it 3rd and manageable. 3rd down and 3 for the Pups. They're at the 15. They need the 12 as they are now in the red zone in Mulvane territory.
Catch Delaney, Brock Richardson are putting this offense on their backs right now. They are gaining every single yard they possibly can. They've taken contact at the line of scrimmage, behind line of scrimmage, in front of line of scrimmage. Doesn't matter.
Handoff on 3rd down, but Delaney stuffed at the line at the 15. No gain on that play. 4th down for McPherson as a defenseman lost his helmet, so he'll have to step out of the game for a play. That's Preston Grube, the starting defensive lineman, but now some mass subs up the middle, but it's a couple of tight ends. Brock Richardson is in here on 4th down and 3. 4:15 to go, 2nd quarter, and the Bullpups trailing 21-0. Maybe seeing a power back move. Yep, we are, as 3 of them lined up in the backfield. That's Catch Delaney, Chase Kane, and Brock Richardson. Pretty much their goal line set. Handoff. It's Delaney lowering the head, goes down to the 12. Did they get there? Did he get the yardage? Are they going to give it to him? One far official is maybe a foot shy of the stick, so he may be short by about a half a yard, but he's short. The defense is celebrating. Turnover on downs. Mulvane takes it back once again. They'll be at their own 13.
Yeah, that time McPherson and Mulvane just said, you know what? We know we're going to run the football. You know we're going to run the football, and we're just going to let our best versus your best happen. And that time Mulvane came through, got a stop at legitimately half a yard short.
Clock stops 3:54 in the first half, and Mulvane wants to balloon this lead as much as they can against the Bullpups. Back-to-back shot play touchdowns for Mulvane. A 59-yard pass from Manny Myers to Caleb Bohr early on in the quarter. And then their last play on offense, an 82-yard touchdown run by Manny Myers. And now they're back at their own 13. Handoff, Fisher Dye going up the middle as he juked it to the right. Brody Seidel was there to try to bring him down. Got some help afterwards as he's down to the 16. A gain of 3 on 1st down.
You know, Leighton, I think about it a little bit. If McPherson's defense can get a stop here, they get the first possession of the second half. They get the kickoff. So if you can get a stop, score before halftime, put 7 points on the board, and then put 7 more points after, you're right back in this football game.
I think indeed you're right. 2nd down and 7 at their own 16 for Mulvane. One receiver near side and a tight end. A receiver on the far. Fake handoff. Myers gets hit immediately, but sheds off of Delaney. But Chase Kane is there to clean it up. How about catch Delaney? Power meets power, and they were stymied for about 2 seconds, and then Chase Kane came in to clean it up. A loss of 1 on the play. 3rd down and 8.
What a hit. What eye discipline to flow downhill and just put a hit on Manny Myers. Catch Delaney has just been an outstanding middle linebacker for this group. He's filling in on some big shoes here last year. Tegan Haynes, one of the best defensive players in Kansas last year. Catch Delaney's filling those shoes just fine.
The worst part, though, I think, is that I think Delaney took the brunt of that hit. He was down for a second. Here's a screen pass up the middle. It's Dye looking to get some running room. He's got the first down. He slips and falls at the 34-yard line, but that's a gain of 19 yards. Make it 1st down for Mulvane.
Like we talked about, they're just so multiple. They can do so many different things. That time, Fisher Knight catches it out of the backfield and picks up 19 yards. This is why this offense is so tough to stop, and it's been so good for the last 4 games.
2:15 to go, second quarter, with Mulvane having the ball and up 21-0, and they have 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Manny Myers and Fisher Dye, 2 men on a mission. 2 receivers right, a tight end, a receiver near side, man in the backfield. That's Dye. It's a handoff to him on the far edge. Gets past the right tackle, gets past another man, and then finally brought down at the sticks by Chase Kane and another man in the secondary. That's a gain of about 10.5 yards and another 1st down for the Wildcats.
They're just handing this football off. Fisher Dye is a strong back. He's going to fight through contact, and McPherson's going to need to gang tackle just a little bit more.
Mulvane in hurry-up mode. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Here's a pass that's deflected and almost intercepted by Dane Becker. Boy, if he would have had that and kept his feet, he would have taken that back for 6, but it just gets out of his hands off the carom. 2nd down now.
Yeah, they hurried up to get to the line of scrimmage. I don't understand why they absolutely did that. They have 3 timeouts and 1:47 left in this half. They had time to wait and get that play off.
I think it may have been a chance to catch McPherson's defense off guard. Instead, they were. Here's a handoff out of the backfield. Fisher Dye, right side, breaks through, has the secondary to beat, but he's brought down at the McPherson 43. Alec Harms there to bring him down again, and another 1st down for Mulvane.
They're just trusting this running back, and man, he has been good. He's a 1,000-yard rusher last year. I want to say he rushed for the week before he played McPherson last year. He rushed for like 240 yards that week. So he's just been a really good back for a number of years.
Well, last week, he only had 87 yards, but that was on 10 carries. Now Myers is going to look to throw. Here comes the pressure. Down he goes. He tried to turn nothing into something. Ran up the middle. Got a gain of 2 yards. So a 2nd down and about 9 yards. And now Mulvane will call their 1st time out of the half.
Yeah, probably a good time to take that 1st time out. You still have 1:19. I probably would have waited till the minute mark, but 2nd down and 9, you just want to recuperate and get your guys healthy again.
I'd like to thank our sponsors for this broadcast: Jar Automotive, McPherson College, TC Construction, Hometown Outdoor Power, Happy Egg Co., Farm Bureau, Farmers Alliance, and McPherson Dental Care. 1:19 to go here, 2nd quarter. Mulvane up 21-0 over the Bullpups. Mulvane calling their 1st timeout of this half. 77 degrees outside, by the way, but you wouldn't think it with the dark skies outside, definitely helping that there's no sun. You know, we had issues with cramping last week, both for Rose Hill and McPherson, even with QB1, who had cramps in both of his legs, but Coach Pav said he was fine, of course. But thankfully not seeing that here. But, you know, for McPherson, this is exactly the opposite of what you want to see. Not just 21 on the other side of the board, but a goose egg on your side.
Well, yeah, and that's more of a credit to this Mulvane defense, man. Mm-hmm. They haven't. It's what now, almost 3 games of time where they've just not allowed a touchdown. Like, it's been
having a lot of points.
Yeah, it's been an insane run for this defense, and that needs to be credited as much as the Bullpups offense.
Getting out of the timeout, they'll hand it off to Dye. Out of the backfield, he's got room on the far side, inside the 30 to the 26. Another huge gain, a gain of 16 yards from Fisher Dye, the tailback. 1st down, Mulvane.
He's got 76 yards here tonight already and on 12 carries. He's just been incredible for this Mulvane offense. And, I mean, if you're talking about that, Manny Myers on 8 carries has 115. So.
Shotgun set for Mulvane. 2 receivers, 1 on each side. Tight end as well. Fake handoff. Myers rolls left. Boy, does he have some room to run, but he's going to fire it late. It's intercepted. It's Brody Seidel who trips over himself and gets down. But how about the senior here on senior night? He needed a big interception, and he got one as the senior leader yells to his bench, yelling, let's go, let's get this done. See if they could get points on the board before the half is over. 56 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and he's fired up. Brody Seidel's fired up here. It's his first game back. It's senior night. As a senior, he is fired up. He's willing this team to win, and that time just was right there. Just stepped in front of the pass, and now the offense has a chance.
His first game back after missing the last game or two for McPherson, and that is a big pick by the senior leader, his first of the season. First down and 10, McPherson at their own 20. Trips to the left, 1 receiver right. Flag comes flying. False start's going to be the call on McPherson, so that'll pin it back 5 more yards. Carter Allen kind of motioned to his offensive line, or maybe it was to catch Delaney, who was on the right side. No, correction, that's Nolan Piercy, who's the tight end, telling him, hey, calm down. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah, we first down and 5, less than ideal to start this drive with only 55 seconds to go.
Yep, first down and 15 at their own 15. All 5s across the scoreboard, though. 55.5 seconds to go here first half for McPherson, and they need to march it 85 yards down the field. Trips to the left, 1 receiver right, man in the backfield on the right hash. It'll be a screen pass, low catch. Good job by Malm, and he's got some room up the middle. He's at the 40, he's at the 50. 1 man to beat near side. Flashed and Malm, show off those afterburners. 10-5, touchdown Bullpups. 85 yards, just get it in one play and make your speedster, Ashton Malm, take it home.
Yeah, it's just a simple screen pass to the outside, got blockers in front. One of those being the running back, Dane Becker, got out in front, made a key block on that play. He got up to the middle and then turned on the afterburners, like you said, and just ran away from everybody.
You want to talk about 2 key plays to shift the momentum? An interception by Brody Seidel, 85 yards on the catch and run by Ashton Malm on a screen pass. 41 seconds left here in this first half. Extra point is on for Jackson Hoover. Good snap, good hold, and a good kick. Bullpups are on the board, 21-7 here with 41 seconds left in the first half. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to coverage of Bullpup football on KMCP.
Hungry? Heston Bakery and Cafe welcomes you for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything in between. They have an assortment of sandwiches, salads, soups, baked goods, specialty coffees, and desserts. Open 7 days a week, located in Heston. It's a convenient, comfortable space to meet friends and family. Ask about the catering options, too. Find them online at HestonBakeryandCafe.com to view the menu or order online.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
What a major turnaround for McPherson after trailing 21-0, and Mulvane driving their way down the field. An interception by the senior leader, Brody Seidel, and then just 1 play in. First and 15 after a penalty from 85 yards out on their own 15. A screen pass to Ashton Malm, taken all the way home. It's 21-7 Mulvane.
Like you said, what a play. It's simple things like that throughout a season will turn your season around, turn games around, and that's a senior leader stepping up when they need it the most.
The ensuing kickoff, 41 seconds left in the half, return far side by Grady Myers at the 30. Flag comes flying. That's going to be a hold on Mulvane as they'll bring him down at the 35, but the penalty happened at the 30 as boy, oh boy, was a Bullpup being held, so that'll pin them back and waste 7 seconds off the clock as well. So 34 seconds left in the half.
See, Lane, I don't understand that holding all the time. You know, the play's not even on that side of the field, and you can ruin a kick return by just going too hard on the other side of the field. And now but the biggest thing here for the Bullpups is that took off 7 or 8 seconds off the clock, and now you're down to 34 seconds to go, and now they have to drive from their own 20-yard line.
Indeed. Well, we'll see what Mulvane will do They've had already a couple home run balls, so maybe they're looking to get one right here with 34 seconds left. But again, think about it. You allowed a turnover on the last time. That's their second interception of the season, by the way, by Manny Myers. So that's one thing to keep an eye on. Man in the backfield in the shotgun. One receiver on each side. Tight end near side as well for Mulvane. 1st and 10 at their own 20. Fake handoff. Myers will keep up the middle. He gets pulled down at the 27-yard line. Will Mulvane call a timeout because they have 2 left? No, they will not. They'll let it run. One of the officials was confused on the far side saying, hey, do you want to call timeout? And then he winded his arms, then stopped the clock, and then finally winded again. But now, with 16 seconds left in the quarter, are they going to call their second timeout of the half?
Just a confusing play. I will say, I was more worried about Manny Myers. He had taken an awkward hit kind of behind the knee, and I was a little bit worried when he didn't get up originally, but then he got up. He just had to get some guys off the pile a little bit. So Manny Myers is A-OK now. He's looking to continue this drive, but this is a confusing timeout in my opinion. If you're not going to call it until after the play's almost been reset and it took 16 seconds off, what's the point in calling it?
I get that. 2nd down and 2, and they're at their own 28. And yep, you mentioned 16 seconds left in the half, and now they're down to one final timeout. Maybe to collect their guys, maybe get one more play going, not quite sure. All the officials, the 5-man crew we have here in McPherson, all talking to each other, discussing maybe what the post-game meal will be. I'm not sure. Maybe I would like to join them for what a nice post-game meal that would be after a hard day's work. But now we get everything back in order. Shotgun set. Trips to the right, all bunched up. One receiver near side. QB keeper Myers rolling to the right. He's got some room, but finally tripped up by Carter Bankson at the 42. That'll stop the clock momentarily with 10 seconds because it's a first down. But he is inbounds, and nope. Mulvane will call their final timeout of the half with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, that's a quality timeout right there. 10 seconds left. Picks up 15 yards on the play and is kind of around that midfield mark, that mid area. I don't know if this is going to turn into any points, but watch out for a shot play here. And you know head coach Chase Pavlovich is talking about that with his defenses. You guys keep the receivers in front of you.
Well, the thing you got to think about is they might go with a prevent right here because there's 10 seconds left, number one, so that's time for maybe 1-2 plays. Now, the 2 plays that Mulvane has had in this drive were run plays. It would be gutsy for them to run it right here with no timeouts left in the half.
Yeah, especially if you're calling timeouts.
Right.
If you're calling the timeouts, then you're probably looking to pass here or take as little time off the clock as possible. If you weren't calling the timeouts and you just had to call a timeout for whatever reason, then you just keep running the football and run the clock out.
The scoreboard says 1 timeout, but I believe they do not have any yet. So, 10 seconds left in the first half. 2 receivers each side. Man in the backfield of Myers. That's Dye. They will look to throw. Just a short pass far side. Dropped at the 50. An incomplete pass, stopping the clock. 6 seconds to go. That was dropped by Hunter Landis. If he would have caught that, he would have gone out of bounds to bring it closer to possibly a Hail Mary to close off this half. But instead, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for Mulvane with 6 seconds left in this frame.
Yeah, Bullpup's only going to bring 4 here, 4 down linemen, and everybody else is going to be 10, 15, 20 yards down the field, just going to keep this Mulvane wide receiver core in front of them.
Yep, and the 2 messages here are, 1, don't let them get behind you, and 2, do not commit a penalty, especially all the way down that side of the field. 3 receivers right side, 2 of them lined up about 5 yards behind the line. Oh, it's a quarterback run. Manny Myers got a stutter step his way and brought down at midfield near side, and that'll run down the clock, and that's going to end this first half. McPherson was behind the 8 ball, but boy, did they come back quick, fast, and in a hurry. They're down 21-7, but terrific momentum for the Bullpups heading into the locker room, especially with them getting the ball to start off the second half. The Great Plains Federal Credit Union halftime report is up next. You're listening to coverage of Bullpup football on 98.9, 1540 KMCP.
Tonight's coverage of Bullpup football continues next with the Great Plains Federal Credit Union halftime report. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's first half and catch you up on other scores around the area. 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
We are Hometown Office with big city technology, Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Keniston with McPherson Dental Care. Whether you just need your teeth cleaned or advanced periodontal care like laser treatment and cancer screening, dental implants, or Invisalign, at McPherson Dental Care, our friendly, experienced staff and relaxing atmosphere will make your visit a pleasant one. New patients are always welcome online at McPhersonDentalCare.com. McPherson Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Hi, I'm Carly Sutton with First Bank Kansas. Are you ready to transform your home and life? Unlock the potential of your home with a home equity line of credit from your trusted partners at First Bank Kansas. Whether it's renovating your space, planning the vacation of a lifetime, or simply freeing up your budget, our flexible options empower you to make it happen. Your dreams, your way. Contact us today and discover the possibilities. First Bank Kansas, your key to unlocking a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For all your outdoor equipment needs, visit Hometown Outdoor Power with locations in McPherson, Salina, and Minneapolis. We've got the gear to keep your yard looking great. Trust Hometown Outdoor Power, your hometown partner in the outdoor power world.
When you need electrical work done right, trust Headed Electric, McPherson's local experts. From new builds to remodels and maintenances, we've got you covered. Give us a call at 620-241-3757 or visit headedelectricinc.com today.
When recovering from a hospital stay, being in the comfort of your home is important to heal. The compassionate home care team of nurses, therapists, social workers, and home health aides from Hospice and Home Care of Reno County can help you achieve that goal. We are your friends and neighbors, caring about our community and the people who live here. Hospice and Home Care of Reno County, your local not-for-profit agency serving a 50-mile radius of Hutchinson. We care how you live.
This is Lane Gillespie with your halftime report. Don't forget, coming up tonight is the high school football scoreboard show. Once we're all said and done with high school football on your Ad Astra Radio airwaves, you can tune into the scoreboard show on 98.9 KGBK or on Kicks 106.1. It'll start tonight at 10 o'clock. College football also continues on this weekend, including tonight, as there will be a Big 12 matchup kicking off at 9:30 between number 16 Utah at Tempe, Arizona against Arizona State. That's on ESPN. But tomorrow, the Kansas State Wildcats will be in action in Boulder, Colorado to face the Colorado Buffaloes as the 18th ranked Wildcats will kick off at 9:15 Central Time and will air on ESPN. But then tomorrow there are a lot of big games happening around college football, including the Red River rivalry, now the SEC edition, as number 1 Texas will face number 18 Oklahoma at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. That'll be at 2:30 on ABC. Two of the other biggest games of the day include the number 2 and number 3 team in the country facing each other. That's Ohio State on the road in Eugene, Oregon to face against the Ducks. That's at 6:30 on NBC. And then in the SEC, number 9 Ole Miss and number 13 LSU will face off at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge, Louisiana at 6:30 on ABC. Other games going on in the Big 12, Cincinnati and UCF will kick off at 2:30 on ESPN2. Arizona will be on the road against number 14 BYU at 3 o'clock on Fox, and then number 11 Iowa State will head to Morgantown to face the West Virginia Mountaineers at 7 o'clock on Fox as well. But then the NFL will kick off on Sunday as there will be nonstop football once again for at least 12 hours, as the first game of the day will be the London game once again, as that will kick off at 8:30 in the morning on NFL Network. That game will be between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. But then there are some key games coming up in the Sunday afternoon games as well. The Baltimore Ravens will host the Washington Commanders, who have been one of the surprise teams of the NFL this year. The Houston Texans will be on the road to face the New England Patriots. The Tennessee Titans will be at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And then in the late window, there will be some key games as well, including the only AFC West matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos at Mile High Stadium in Denver. That's at 3:05. And then the Detroit Lions will be in Dallas to face against the Cowboys at 3:25. The Sunday night game tomorrow will be between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Giants at MetLife Stadium. That's at 7:20 on NBC. That's your halftime report. We'll have more coverage of your halftime show coming up next.
More of the Great Plains Federal Credit Union halftime report is coming up after this. Visit GPFCU in Hillsboro or McPherson or online at GreatPlainsFCU.com. Bullpup football on KMCP.
Are you done with punching the clock or constant work travel? Do you have 15 or more acres? Find freedom by joining America's #1 free-range egg brand, Happy Egg. Happy Egg is looking for growers to raise happy hens. Happy Egg offers startup and new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Work from home. Work for yourself. Feed America. Visit happyeggfarms.com today for more information. Happy Egg is a proud supporter of McPherson County Athletics.
Hi friends, Dana with the Alliance Agency. Medicare open enrollment is October 15th to December 7th. Is a supplement or a new Advantage plan best for you? They both have advantages. Call me today to discuss your Medicare choices at 620-245-4861 or stop by the Alliance Agency. And thank you.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. We get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, crops, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we've been the #1 ag insurer for 25 years. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Call Farm Bureau agent Luke Bauer in McPherson at 620-241-0225.
#1 ag insurer across our territory, 1996 to 2021 SNL PNC Group direct written premium.
Here's a bright idea: no billing shenanigans. With IdeaTech Internet, the price is the price. No hidden fees or charges. No billing shenanigans. Another bright idea from IdeaTech. Find your plan today at ideatech.com.
Erickson Custom Building has a great plan and a budget suited for your needs. Erickson Custom Building provides quality craftsmanship and superior customer service. Call 620-585-2816 or visit EricksonCustomBLDG.com.
With the Ad Astra Radio scoreboard, I'm Lucky Kid. Looking at tonight's high school football action, McPherson Bullpups trailing Mulvane 21-7 just before half. Central Plains leading Canton Galba 32-0. Andale early was up on Smoky Valley 8-0. Marion leading Mountain Ridge 8-6. Lower and Elslane after 1 were tied at 8. Hillsboro Southeast Lane were scoreless after 1. Andover leading Newton 26. Heston up on Wichita Trinity 34-14. Holsdale leading Ellsworth 21-7. Bueller all over El Dorado 49-0 near halftime. Bueller 3 interceptions in the first quarter. Hutcheye leading Campus 35-0. Halftime Sterling up on Conway Springs 14-12. Be sure to join us for the Kansas High School Scoreboard Show. Scores and highlights all across the state of Kansas tonight at 10 on Kicks 106.1. I'm Lucky Kid.
Bullpup football on KMCP.
Welcome in to the Great Plains Federal Credit Union halftime report. You can hear the McPherson Marching Band performing here at halftime on this senior night, as their seniors will be recognized as well as they have been, if they haven't been already, here at McPherson Stadium. But for the football game, the Bullpups trail 21-7 at the halftime break. Now, it was a bit of a back-and-forth battle, I should say. Mulvane did score on their first possession, highlighted by Manny Myers to Caleb Bohr, 21-yard touchdown pass to make it 7-0 just 4 minutes in. Then it went back and forth for the rest of the quarter, I should say, as both teams were stymied thanks to terrific defenses on the other side of the ball. But Mulvane lit a fire, lit it quick, and pushed their way forward early on in the second quarter. Manny Myers to Caleb Bohr on a 59-yard touchdown pass to make it 14-0 Mulvane. And then the very next offensive play that Mulvane had, the first play of their next drive, starting quarterback Manny Myers has a QB keeper, takes it 82 yards to the house to make it 21-0 Mulvane. 8 minutes to go in the first half. But in just about the final 105, it went all McPherson as Brody Seidel, the safety who is coming back from injury, or did come back from injury on senior night, gets his first pick of the season, all the way pinned back at their own 20. A penalty pinned him back to their 15. But then on the first play of that next drive, McPherson finally gets on the board as they just fire a screen pass to Ashton Malm, let his speed do the talking, and he ran it all the way down the field, 85 yards for the touchdown. 21-7 is the score at halftime with the Mulvane lead. But McPherson has that momentum going into the second half, in which they will get the ball to start off the half, but it's still a lot of ground to make up given how terrific Mulvane has been on the offensive end of the football. I can see from your scorebook that you have 220 rushing yards in the first half by Mulvane.
Yeah, this rushing attack has been unbelievable. It's only coming from two guys.
Yeah.
Fisher Dye's got 76, and Manny Myers has 145 yards on the ground, capped off with a 83-yard touchdown run there in the middle of the second quarter. So they've been incredible. They also have 136 passing yards on the day as well, but they're led by Caleb Bohr there with 80. But they have 136, means they have 357 total yards of offense tonight. That is not what McPherson has. I will just tell you that.
On the other side, McPherson with 180 total yards of offense in the first half, 99 through the air, 81 on the ground. They try to make up for it on the ground. It's been pretty well. It's gone pretty well so far. 81 yards is, that's not nothing to sneeze at. The ground game has been pretty decent so far in this game, but it's been stopping the Mulvane drives, pushing the ball down the field. Sometimes you like to run it again and again and again, try to nickel and dime them, but one of these times Mulvane figured it out. They did a couple of times previously. They stopped McPherson on a couple of fourth downs that were deep into Mulvane territory, which, honestly, if they would have scored, you would think it would tie the game at 21 apiece, possibly, but as the score stands, because of that and a couple of smaller mistakes, it's still a two-possession ball game. That's the good news and the bad news, though, is that it's a two-possession game with how well Mulvane has played so far.
Well, yeah, that's a double-edged sword there. It's one of those things that you're thankful to only be down by two possessions, but at the same time, you haven't gotten a whole lot of offense going and not been able to put up a whole lot of points, and so down by two possessions could be too much to surmount or overcome, but you get the opening kickoff of the second half and have a free chance to only go down by one possession.
I'd like to thank some of our sponsors: Headland Electric, the Bradbury Company, the Hub, MTC, Hutch CC, APAC Shears, Raleigh Insurance, Midway Motors, and Farmer State Bank. Thanks to them and many of our sponsors here for supporting us tonight. 21-7, McPherson trails at halftime. We'll be back for more in the Great Plains Federal Credit Union halftime report coming up in just a couple of short moments, where we will give you some score updates from what's going on around the state of Kansas. You may have heard from Lucky Kid not too long ago, but we'll give you some more updated scores as many more schools are going into halftime and are starting off the second half as well. We have a bit of a longer halftime today because there's still 10 minutes left in this half as the senior night festivities will be done for the dance band, everybody else that participates in fall activities besides football. So those will be what will keep us between now and the second half. But we'll still bring you coverage of Bullpup football through the whole way. But first things first, we'll be back in a couple moments, and we'll bring you more coming up in the Great Plains Federal Credit Union halftime report. You're listening to Bullpup football on KMCP.
You're listening to the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Halftime Report. Tonight's second half kickoff is coming up next. Stream Bullpup football on your phone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app. Your home for the McPherson Bullpups is 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
The Bradbury Company in Mound Ridge is recognized as a leading global equipment supplier for products like grain bins, steel framing, garage doors, metal roofing, and more. The Bradbury Company is a proud supporter of local schools and student athletes and wishes best of luck to all the teams.
If you're looking for a late starting college class, Hutchinson Community College may have what you need. It's not too late to get enrolled. We have classes starting throughout the semester. Call 620-665-3535 or email myfuture@hutchcc.edu today.
At McPherson Laundry and Dry Cleaners, we take pride in helping our customers look good, and we're proud to be a part of downtown McPherson with drop-off and pickup services now at A5 Western. We can save you time with our laundry service and offer specialty services as well, including wedding dress cleaning and preservation, bedding, drapes, and blankets. Drop off and pick up from McPherson Laundry and Dry Cleaners at A5 Western in downtown McPherson.
Hello, I'm Gloria Schrader, a proud McPherson parent and grandparent who believes that teamwork is key to reaching our goals. Working in the claims department at Farmers Alliance, I love seeing our company unite to support our policyholders through tough times. Being a part of a team that helps people rebuild their lives is as awesome as a victory in the big game. At Farmers Alliance, we're excited to be part of this amazing community and thrilled to cheer on all our local teams to success.
The Kansas legal team at Pyle Law handles cases in McPherson County and throughout the state of Kansas. Now is the time to call for your free consultation. This is Liz Pyle, and my husband Tom has over 25 years of experience in all matters relating to workers' compensation, car wrecks, and personal injury law. Tom takes the time to evaluate your options, inform you of your rights, and walks you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Contact me at 620-241-9000 and I'll schedule your appointment with Tom today.
Bullpup Football on KMCP.
Welcome back into the Great Plains Federal Credit Union halftime report. The Bullpups trailing 21-7 against Mulvane at the halftime break here on senior night tonight, as the band and cheer members and dance members are being recognized for McPherson here on senior night as well. And there's still quite a few minutes before we have second half action here in this one. But some other scores that may have not been mentioned from around our Ad Astra Radio airwaves and around Northeast Kansas, this side of Kansas. I used to live in Northeast Kansas, so that's where the little brain lapse came in. But anyway, that's also where it came from. I digress. Some other games going on around our Ad Astra Radio airwaves on our McPherson area game of the week. Marion leads Mound Ridge 8-6. That one's a very low-scoring affair for our McPherson area game of the week. Smoky Valley is at home against Andale, who's, of course, always a state contender. They had that historic win streak that was snapped last year. They're up 40-0 at halftime over the Vikings of Smoky Valley, by the way. Bullpup fans, cover your ears for this one. Bueller is up over El Dorado 62-0 at halftime. It's about halftime right now, so that's one thing to look out for. And McPherson plays Bueller in 2 weeks. Of course, that rivalry is always a good one, but right now Bueller on the winning side against El Dorado by a bunch here in just the first half. Canton Galva falls 46-0 against Central Plains. Other games going on. Humboldt is at home for their homecoming. We're covering them in our Iola stations rather than Iola High School, because Iola High School not in action tonight. They're up 38-0 at halftime. Hutchinson Trinity up over Ellenwood 20-7 at halftime. Lions and Nickerson, you'll like this one, tied at 14 at halftime.
They're in it. They're still in it.
Now, okay, Lions had an opportunity to take the lead with a 35-yard field goal with half a second left in the half, but they missed it wide. But Matt Stafford, who helps us out with the Lions game, said that ball had plenty of distance on that kick and probably would have gone for 50 yards if it wasn't wide. But still tied at 14 against Nickerson. And I know the Lions alum, the Lions Lion that you are, probably liking that.
What do you want us to be called? The Tigers or the Bears? Lions, Tigers, or Bears? Oh my! But yeah, I am enjoying that. I really am, and I know those kids back in Lions. I know them well, and they're trying. They're working hard. They're getting better, and head coach Carl Nolan there is working every single day to help bring back Lions football.
Yeah, without a doubt. So now going back into this one, there's still some time left before the second half action. McPherson trailing 21-7 over Mulvane. We talked about what happened in that first half, and it seems like there has to be some sort of turnaround really darn quick, because you could blink for a second and it could be 35-7 just like that. That's how great Mulvane's offense has been in this one. So defensively, how do you turn this around if you're McPherson?
I know you've been trying to, but you sell out to stop the run, except for you sit. You need to sit in your coverages, in your areas or zones of emphasis, and don't over pursue where you think the ball is going. Watch the football, make sure and make 100% sure you know where the football's going, and everybody's got to get there and make a tackle and bring guys to the ground. You got to set a good hard edge, because I know you're getting outside of the edge sometimes, and that's where Chase Kane and Jaron Stutzman are going to be on the edge the entire second half. But I still think this is more about the McPherson defense playing for themselves and holding their assignments more than just beating Mulvane on man-to-man.
What about on the offensive side of the ball? Yeah, you just got 7 points, which was in their last possession on offense. They had a couple of chances, but came up short in the possessions prior.
Yeah, I think it comes down to, again, you're focusing on your assignment. You take the assignment as a challenge and you try to hit it head on. The thing is that Mulvane's defense hasn't really stopped you until you've put yourself behind the 8 ball. You've had a penalty here, you've had a bad snap there, or you get down inside the red area, and that's when they clamp down. This Mulvane defense has been really good on third downs, and they've been really good in the red area or the red zone, 20 yards and in. So they keep people off the scoreboard, but you got to keep pounding the rock. You got to keep running the football and trust Ashton Mull with the ball in his hands and get it to him as many times as possible.
I think you mentioned penalties for a second. That gave McPherson a first down. That helped them in their favor. And one stat that popped out of my mind when I was doing all the pregame notes and everything is that going into today, Mulvane in their 5 games have allowed just 44 first downs. How many of those are on penalties? 12. That's over 1/4 of first downs that they've given up are on penalties, which is a bad margin that you can have. So that there's the opportunity, there's the possibility that Mulvane is possibly going to make some mistakes. And first half is done and over with, but you wonder when fatigue will start to become a factor. Football is a physically and mentally grueling game, and you got to go on from start to finish for a full 48 minutes.
Well, yeah, 48 minutes. It's a grueling task. It's essentially war on the gridiron. It is. You're going to battle each and every play, and I know there are NFL football players that come out and say, "Man, it feels like you've been in 44 car wrecks because you're in a car wreck every single time a play happens, or every tackle or every hit that you incur." So, yeah, it's mentally, physically tough to play the game of football, and the second half is where boys become men.
Without a doubt. And one other thing at pregame, we talked about Mulvane had not allowed a single point in 2 hours and 4 minutes of game time. That streak officially snapped at 2 hours and 27 minutes of game time. Mulvane shutting out Augusta and El Dorado. Last time they allowed a score was against Circle, and that was a bit early in the contest. So Mulvane defensively held true, but it was one shot play that McPherson had, carrying them all the way down the field to get their lone score of the game. 21-7 is the score. McPherson trailing at the halftime break. We'll be back in a moment. We'll give you a second half kickoff as the senior night festivities conclude and as both teams get on the field to warm up. Back in a moment. You're listening to coverage of Bullpup football on KMCP.
Let the party begin where the pizza never ends. Come fuel up, raise up a cup, gather up your grub at the Hub.
Hey, it's Sammy, inviting y'all to join us in Mound Ridge. We have the station, coffee and bakery for all your ice cream, lotus, and coffee fixes. Enjoy one of our world-famous brick oven pizzas while sharing an appetizer. We are your one-stop shop for your friends and family to gather. Get your grub at the Hub.
I'm Gavin Powell, MHS class of 23, and now a McPherson College Bulldog. At MC, I have a team that's helping me pursue my dream job, turning my love of cars and history into a career at a museum or private collection. And by living on campus, I have a new community to connect with, while still being close to home. Community and career prep are why I graduated from a bullpup to a bulldog. Build your team at mcpherson.edu.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Both teams are back onto the field, but to warm up as the 3-minute clock begins on the scoreboard as the senior night festivities wrap up, and both teams will look to start off this second half action here as the Bullpups trail 21-7 over the Mulvane Wildcats here at home on senior night for McPherson. Again, 2 road games to close off the regular season as they will be on the road against Augusta a week from today, and then in 2 weeks will be on the road against Buhler. So 2 road games to close it off, and then the playoffs begin. But in the pregame, we kind of talked about how every win matters, especially with the regional standings in the 4A West. McPherson in 8th, so they're right on the threshold of hosting a first-round playoff game, but falling and possibly ending at, maybe 500, maybe a little less. Not saying that will happen, but if you get to that benchmark, the likelihood of hosting a playoff game in the first round diminishes, making it harder on yourself to, play in the first round of the playoffs, let alone make a deep run.
Well, yeah, you of course you want to set yourself up, unless you're an anomaly team like like the 5A state runner-ups from last year and are 0-5, you know you're going to go on the road, but you have set yourself up for that, and you don't really care. But for McPherson, it's going to be key to try to get a home game, maybe even keep winning and try to get a second home game. But you take the home games because you need them. You need your home crowd. You need to sleep in your own bed, and you don't need to drive the bus to the game. When you have to go on the road, it just takes a toll mentally and physically on the team even before you start play.
I think the good news is that, should you have to travel, you probably won't have to travel too far in the first round. The number 9 team right now is Abilene, which is not a far trip whatsoever here from McPherson. It's about 45 minutes-ish. The farthest would probably be Arkansas City. That's about 2 hours. 2 hours worth. Independence is a bit of a drive, but we've seen the Augusta drive. El Dorado would be a bit of one as well. Ulysses maybe, but still, not too many not a whole lot of deep traveling, with how this the 4A West is put together, because really west of here in McPherson, there are not a whole lot of, if any, 4A teams in the state of Kansas. All of them usually are in, Salina area, here in McPherson, Hutchinson area, Wichita, and then you see a lot of them also in northeast Kansas and Kansas City and that kind of in those areas. So, that's the one thing to think about is, you don't have to travel too far, but you want to limit the amount of travel that you can possibly get.
100%. It's almost a lopsided in where everyone's at. You're either Wichita area, like Salina and McPherson is, like central, or you're in the northeast part of the state.
Absolutely. Well, both teams are back out on the field, and McPherson will get the ball to start the second half. Line drive, squib kick goes in between the legs of Alec Harms. They'll start the clock as it'll be returned near side. Running, just juking his way out of a few guys, was Dane Becker going to the 26-yard line, where McPherson will set up shop for their first possession of this second half, and this possession is key.
Yeah, I would agree. This is a major possession here in the game. It's going to tell the story of the rest of the game and how McPherson can play it. You really have to you have to throw the next punch. You have to land with the next punch and hope that Mulvane doesn't counter it before you can land it.
2 receivers left, 1 right. They're on the right hash on 1st and 10 out of the pistol. Handoff, Delaney met up in the backfield. He'll lose 2 yards. He goes to the 24-yard line as one of the first men up was the big man up front, Cooper Brown, a sophomore who's 6'1", 291 pounds.
Yeah, I know it's only one play, but you see now Mulvane has gone into halftime and said, you know what, McPherson really is only running the football against us. Let's try to sell out and stop this run.
Had a little bit of a discrepancy on where to mark the ball. They originally put the 25, but the second one they did, I think, was the right call, putting it at the 24-yard line. Shotgun set, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. With Carter Allen, a man in the backfield, Allen will look to throw, but he overthrows Bo Barkley on the far side on an out route. It's incomplete, and it's 3rd and 12.
Yeah, not an ideal start for this drive. I know you lose 2 yards on catch Delaney. He's been really good for you early on in this game, and that's the first time he's gone backwards in this game. And then you overthrow your wide receiver on a little 5-yard out route to pick up probably 6 yards. But not where you want to be at 3rd down and 12, but it's not the worst spot in the world.
I mean, they've gone past bigger, as we've seen time and again. 2 receivers each side. Catch Delaney in the backfield. Allen will look to throw as they run 5. Here's a deep pass intended for Puhala, but it's incomplete. He did not have the position that he would have liked. I think he maybe turned around on the wrong side as he wanted to try an over-the-shoulder catch, and the punting unit will come onto the field. It's a 3-and-out for McPherson to start the half.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to put more pressure on the defense to come up with a stop to keep this at a 2-possession game, especially early on in the second half. But you got to punt from this spot here. It's 4th down, long, past 4th down and 11 or 12. You got to punt it away.
Richardson will come in to punt. He will get it away as only a minute has gone by this third quarter. It will be returned by Manny Myers, who then will take a knee, slide down to the 45. Coaching staff wanted a flag because he was hit after, but it looked like the defenders who were going after him were already on the move, using that. They were already in momentum, I should say, when laying out that hit. So nothing dirty, and first down for Mulvane as they'll be at their own 45. So good field position, but Any position is good field position with this team because of how great their running game has been already.
Yeah, 100%. Manny Myers is leading the way. I mean, he's got 145 rushing yards already, and he's thrown for 136 yards. He's been incredible early.
1st and 10 on the left hash at their own 45. Fisher Dye in the backfield. Tight end in motion. One receiver each side. Fake handoff. Myers keeps. Chase Kane wraps him up from behind and will bring him down. But Manny Myers took Kane with him on a gain of about 5 yards going to midfield to make it 2nd down.
Yeah, just a simple option play. That time they did a good job of keeping the middle not a liability. They kept strength in the middle, and they set a good hard edge, only allowed Myers to pick up 5 yards.
But they're in midfield now on the left hash. A good 5-yard run at that. Now an empty back shotgun for Manny Myers. Fisher Dye's lined up as a receiver near side. One other receiver on the left, 3 to the right, but it'll be a QB-designed run. Myers tripped up from behind, but he gets the first down as he got 7 yards there on that play. And boy, did he just come out of that snap, just shot out of a cannon to get that gain of 7.
Yeah, Myers stands in at 5'11", 156, so he's not a big kid. He's 5'11", which means he's a little bit taller, but he's not overly big or strong or physical, but he's a physical runner. He's a strong runner, and he's going to try to break arm tackles and run you over, but excellent run there to pick up 7 yards and the first down.
And the thing that, makes the shorter guys faster, from what it seems, they don't have to take as many long strides. The more strides you can get, the faster you can be. But here's a handoff to Dye out of the backfield in the shotgun. He'll run left and only get about 3 yards as he gets tripped up, brought down in between the numbers in the left hash at the 40-yard line in McPherson territory. 2nd down and 7 now for the Wildcats.
The nice part about this running game for Mulvane is that we talked about it early, but they can take away possessions that the Bullpups get just by how much time of possession they will lead in every single game.
That's been the key factor for Mulvane, is that time of possession. So 2nd down and 7 yards for Mulvane. Pistol set for Myers. Trips to the left. 2 tight ends and a receiver. Man lined up on the numbers far side as well as they're on the left hash. Handoff to Dye on a dive play. He gets brought down immediately in the backfield. Chase Kane was there. Who else but Chase? And it's 3rd down for the Pups.
Would you say that Chase is on the case?
Or no. Kane is on the chase?
Maybe.
But still, a good job by Chase Kane to limit that to no gain on that one, and that one was definitely key. 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, this is the big spot here right now. I think this is 4-down territory for Mulvane if they pick up any yards. If they go backwards, I would assume they punt.
Well, here's an empty back shotgun again for Myers. Trips to the right. This time, another QB keeper on a design run up the middle. Brought down to the 34, but he's going to be a yard short of the sticks. 4th down and 1 yard, but you are well in 4-down territory. So we may see if Mulvane will once again go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm keeping Manny Myers out there. If there's one guy I'm trusting right now on this football field to pick up this 4th down and 1, it's Manny Myers.
Yeah, it looks like the offense is still on the field, just substituted in and out a couple of receivers. So Myers will line up in a shotgun. Fisher Dye is lined up to his right. We also have 2 tight ends, right side, a receiver on each side, but confusion, motion up front, and the officials will stop play because they have to take one of the tight ends out of the game. Wonder if there's an equipment malfunction. So you have to bring in a guy late. So, yeah, the guy that they had to take out was Cameron Hagerman. He's the starting tight end, and he's asking the coaches, hey, why did they sub me out? But there must have been some sort of equipment malfunction. But, yeah, Myers is going to keep it up the middle. Got the first. He's got some more near side. Tripped up and brought down in the red zone inside the 20 to the 19. Just a bat out of heck for Manny Myers as he just bullies his way past everybody and gets that 1st down. Another 4th down conversion by Mulvane.
Yeah, they're just going hat on hat. This is power football, and we're going to have Manny Myers run right behind it. Here's the thing that no one talks about, that is if you hand it off to somebody, that means you're essentially 9 on 11. Because you have the extra running back and you're not getting the quarterback involved. But when you don't hand it off and the quarterback can keep it, that's 10 guys trying to block 11 guys. That's more manageable. And then you have to win the one-on-one. It's probably going to be a safety at that point.
Myers in the shotgun with the play clock down to 2. It'll be another fake handoff. He was hit hard immediately, but he sheds off of it. Gets that second effort to the 15-yard line, a gain of 4 yards as he'll go up the middle and go in between the hashes to make it 2nd down and 6.
They're going to keep giving him the football because McPherson has not shown the ability to make him or stop him or make him lose yardage on any play. It's incredible. They've not been able to keep him in contain.
They only give him 3 yards, 2nd down and 7, 6:15 to go, third quarter, with Mulvane in the red zone on offense and up 21-7 over the Bullpups. Play clock down to 8, empty back shotgun, but Myers will look to throw. Here comes the pressure on the far side, and down he goes. A sack by Alex Stout all the way back to the 23-yard line. Nobody picked him up, and he shot himself out of a cannon to bring down Myers.
What an excellent disguise by the defensive coordinator there. He let Stout stay, look like he's going to zone, and then all of a sudden just took off and was hidden around the right tackle. And Myers being the left-handed quarterback he is, that's the blind side. Myers had no idea where Stout was coming.
A loss of 7. 3rd down and 14 now for Mulvane. That was a play you needed if you're McPherson. How does Mulvane respond? Fake handoff. Myers keeps right side. Cuts left inside the 15. Spins to the 10. Inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They responded immediately. That's a first down. A gain of 15 yards on the QB run.
Again, Myers lost a 7. Now picks up 15. Now 1st and goal. Myers is keeping this offense chugging.
1st and goal at the 8 for Mulvane, and with 5:15 to go in the third quarter, Mulvane could try to make it 28-7, or maybe 27-7. Obviously, extra point pending, of course, but still, this Mulvane offense has just picked apart McPherson in every step imaginable. Play clock down to 10. Shotgun set for Myers out of the right hash. Handoff. Fisher die. Goes left now up the middle. Fades off of a man. Tries to push his way to the end zone, but he'll be stopped short by about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 2 for Mulvane.
Yeah, it's when it's not Manny Myers, it's Fisher die. It's the only 2 players that Mulvane's going to have with the football.
So you got to keep spies on both of them to make sure you stop them. But as soon as you start to do that, that's when they're going to hit that shot play.
It's just so multiple. There's so many things that you have to cover with this Mulvane.
2nd down and goal. Shotgun set. Myers the quarterback. Fisher died the tailback. Tight end right side. The receiver lined up way out to the left side. Myers it off. It's Dye up the middle, fighting for the goal line. Did he get it? No, he's half a yard short. The front line holds true, but it's 3rd down and goal for Mulvane at the half-yard line.
3rd down now. It's the goal to go. I would.
Football going to line up power quick.
Yeah, they did. Handoff to Dye, left side. He finds the goal line. He was hit immediately, but he crosses, and it's a touchdown for Mulvane. 27-7, 3:49 to go in the third quarter as Fisher Dye caps that off, and what a terrific drive that was for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and it's an excellent drive there by the Wildcats. They burnt you every way imaginable, but mainly by Manny Myers. Man, he is incredible.
Gunnar Uhrig in to kick the extra point to try to make it 28-7. Good snap, good hold. Kick, a line drive kick, but it is no good. He missed it to the right, so it'll remain 27-7, but still a 3-possession deficit for the Bullpups. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to Bullpup Football from the Midway Motors broadcast booth on KMCP.
Controlling your own weather can be easier than controlling anything else these days. This is Julie with RC Heating and Cooling. With a well-working cooling and heating system, you can be in control of your indoor weather at home. With so many things out of our hands, it's a good feeling to have a bit of stability. Call RC for a free estimate on new cooling and heating equipment. Call RC when your unit isn't up to par. Call RC to stay comfortable in any weather. Call RC 241-2787.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Bullpups need to turn it around and do it fast. They trail 27-7 over Mulvane. 3:49 to go here in the third quarter. After McPherson was held to a 3-and-out offensively, Mulvane wastes about 7 minutes off of the clock, a little bit more than that, and drive it all the way home for the touchdown score, a 1-yard touchdown by Fisher Dye. The ensuing kickoff, high kick, fair caught at the 29 by McPherson. It was Nolan Piercy who made that fair catch at the 29, but McPherson will take over right there This is do or die time right now for McPherson. I wouldn't say die time quite yet, but this is definitely due time.
Yeah, you have to
get with just under 4 minutes to play in this third quarter. You got to put points on the scoreboard and find a way to do it any way possible.
They'll mark it at the 30, actually, on the left hash. 1st and 10, 2 receivers each side. Catch Delaney in the backfield with Carter Allen, the quarterback. Here on senior night here for McPherson, trailing 27.
Receiver pass to him. Does not get the lead block, but he cuts back, trying for more from a man. He'll get 4.
He's brought on between the hash and the numbers near side at the 34-yard line to make it 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, you got to find a way to get it to your playmakers in space, and that time they just went with a little pop jet pass or whatever you want to call it. It'll work every single time, but when you're going up against their best defender, Manny Myers, every single play, you got to find a way to get Ashton Malm the football.
Best guy on offense, best guy on defense. Is this Manny Myers or Travis Hunter?
I agree. I don't know.
Allen will roll to his left as he looks to throw a deep pass over.
Complete. He bounced down to the 45.
In Mulvane territory, but that was about 5 yards well past Malm. 3rd down now for McPherson. 3rd down at about 5.
Yeah, trying to get Malm, but double coverage back there. The Wildcat defense understands that they have to cover Malm. They don't want to get beat by Ashton Malm. They have essentially circled Malm and said, he's not beating us today.
3rd down and 5. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. 3:06 to go, 3rd quarter. Need to convert right here. Play clock down to 8. Shotgun set. Allen will look to throw. Gets an extra block. He's going to fire it high.
In stride, but overthrown this time by about 1 yard at the same time.
Allen overthrows him once again. 4th down and 5. Punting unit comes on the field.
Carter Allen.
And they brought a little bit of pressure on the side, and when he threw almost ducked his cover, didn't have to.
Hey now.
Yeah, Mulvane has brought in the pressure quite a bit, and one thing that they really stressed about in practice yesterday was try to get that good first step.
There have been times where they have missed. High, booming punt by Richardson. Fair caught at the 30 by Manny Myers. We're trying to balloon this into an even bigger lead. And, for this is a game, I think it comes 4-1 on the.
They have 4 straight wins, but the wins that they've had are
teams record of 1 and with the
in history that McPherson has. If Mulvane
keep and win the game, this is a huge thing as a match.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, this is a season-defining win and a defining of the coach's career.
Big handoff. Myers keeps on 1st down, lowers the head, gets past the 40 to the 41 after they started at about the 3, 8 yards on another quarterback option between he and Fisher Dye. Manny Myers just pushing his way forward once again. 2nd down, yard and a half from Mulvane. Yeah. Sorry, just one thing I want to mention, the thing I think about, the reason I said it's a statement win as a program, Mulvane only had 3 wins last year. That's it. 3 wins, and that was the first 3. Myers in the shotgun. He will fake the handoff. He'll run to the left. He'll get the 1st down. He's hit hard out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll actually say he's inbound. They'll still stop the clock momentarily to spot the ball. Sorry for cutting.
You're percent okay. Is that 1st down run puts Blackers over 200 rushing yards on.
Man alive. So the clock starts once again. I think Myers definitely took a lick on that 2nd hit. He's not quite, he doesn't look like he's quite 100%, but even at about 90-95%, that's still a guy to watch out for. Then it'll be a handoff on 1st down. Tripped up at the line of scrimmage and brought down as they bring in Curtis Carruthers with his first carry of the game, and he loses a yard thanks to a trip job in the backfield by Braxton Burgess.
Yeah, but Carruthers on the year last week against El Dorado had 16 attempts, 103 yards, and and a touchdown. He's a good running back. He will probably take over the reins over Fisher Dye when Dye, unfortunately, will graduate for this Mulvane team. So they will. Carruthers will be a senior next year. He's a junior right now, so he's going to be the running back next year.
On second down and 11, they'll hand it off up the middle. He'll only get a couple of yards. It's Carruthers again, and that will make it about third down and 9 for Mulvane. And 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Third down and 9.
Yeah, big time to stop here, and I mean you're going to probably get this play off, go down to the fourth quarter, down by 3 possessions of the Bullpups. Again, this fourth quarter is going to be a reset. We're going to focus on ourselves. We're just going to execute the play that's in front of us, and we'll just see what the final score is at the end of the game.
Game clock at 15, play clock at 8. But it'll be another QB design run for Myers. Up the middle, tripped and brought down that midfield. So that will end the third quarter 27-7, though. McPherson will trail through 3 quarters of play. It will be fourth down and about 4 yards for Mulvane when we return for the fourth quarter. Back in a moment, though. You're listening to coverage of Bullpup football on KMCP.
Another. Periodically rebalance your investments to align with your needs and risk comfort, and have a good financial advisor to sit down and talk to. Contact me at 620-241-6033. Keeping your investments under control can help keep your emotions in check. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
3 quarters down, 1 to go, but the Bullpups behind the 8 ball, trailing 27-7 through 3 quarters of play against Mulvane. They'll switch sides of the field as Mulvane will have a 4th down and 4, but the punting unit is on the field. Fisher Dye is in to punt it away. High snap, he collects it. Dane Becker back deep to return. Deep booming punt. Becker will let it bounce. It does a backspin at the 21, and Mulvane has to dive on it. They do. Flag comes in at the 30, so we'll see what that penalty was.
Yeah, I don't know. Most of the players on the field had kind of stopped doing what they were doing because they had understood that the play was down. So we'll see what this penalty is and where McPherson will start with the football.
Yeah, could not quite tell if it was holding or anything, but we'll double check to make sure. I think the official tried to say illegal block in the back, but he held out the 2 hands rather than the 1. But I think I heard him say illegal block in the back.
Yeah, I agree with you. So that'll back them up 5 yards, and McPherson will probably start from their 20-yard line.
Yeah, I think you're indeed right, but that did mark off 11 seconds in this fourth quarter. 27-7, the lead for Mulvane, and we mentioned McPherson behind the 8 ball in the biggest of ways. I think they had a couple of chances here and there, especially in that third quarter, but they just were not able to convert, and now they're actually going to mark it back at the 15 off of the penalty on what was, I presume, an illegal block in the back. It's just the official did not give the correct motion for illegal block in the back. Nothing against him, just these things happen. But first down now, shotgun set. 2 receivers far side, 1 near. Allen going to look to throw. Here comes the pressure. Fires late, and he throws it over Isaac Puhala and incomplete. Had to kind of put it in between a couple of defenders, so it was a little bit of a tough play. So he was able to, it dropped as an incomplete pass, I should say.
Yeah, Mulvane's just going to line up. They're going to play man-to-man, and they're just beating McPherson's wide receivers. The wide receivers are just unable to get open right now.
Been a good job by this Mulvane defense throughout this entire game. 2nd down and 10. Allen looks one way, looks another. Now fires on a screen pass. It's caught. Ashton Malm down the sideline. He gets the first down. He's at the 35. Runs near side to the 40. At midfield. At the 40. Runs again far side. 20, 10, 5. And he's gone. Touchdown Ashton Malm. 85 yards. Once again, his second 85-yard screen pass for a touchdown, and the Bullpups bring it back to within 2 possessions with 11 and a half minutes remaining.
Man, Lane, he had blockers, way too many blockers out in front. I mean, you had 70, I believe it was 77 out in front. Let me get a name for you here real quick. 77 Creighton Bird out in front blocking. Man, he was 15, 25 yards down the field, Bird was, and just opened up that hole for Ashton Malm to do the rest with it.
Some confusion with the officials as they want to get the... I'm not quite sure what they're discussing on the far side, but they're discussing something. But as it stands, 85-yard touchdown. Jackson Hoover in to kick the extra point as the PAT personnel are on the field. But I wonder if there's some confusion going on with the officials. I'm not 100% sure.
You know, Lane, Ashton Malm, 2 85-yard touchdowns, both coming on the same play. He's got 178 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns tonight. He's been incredible.
Officials are still talking it out. They're lined up at the 10-yard line far side between the hash and the numbers. And, you know, I don't know what they're discussing. The coaches, I don't know if they know what's being discussed. Coach Pavlovich is on the near side just looking to see what's going on. And we're fine. All right, back underway. So, all that for naught. Jackson Hoover in to kick the extra point. 1 for 1 on the game so far. Can he go 2 for 2? Carter Banks in the holder. High snap, but a good hold by Carter. Good kick. Was it good? Yes. Definitely had the leg. That's why I said good, but the officials did say it split the uprights. 27-14, Mulvane leads over McPherson. Back in a moment. You're listening to coverage of Bullpup football on KMCP.
At McPherson Center for Health, we're dedicated to caring for you close to home. From routine checkups to advanced medical care, we're here when you need us. McPherson Center for Health, caring for you close to home.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
11:26 to go in this game, and McPherson fights their way back, but they still trail 27-14. As for the second time in this game, Ashton Malm drives home an 85-yard screen pass for a touchdown. You mentioned it before the break, Nathan, over 170 yards receiving, but he has 170 on just those 2 plays.
Yeah, he's 2 plays, and the air yards on those. Carter Allen's air yards on those are less than 0.
Yeah.
It's like -2.
But still plenty of good position there. A squib, bit of an onside kick from Brock Richardson up the middle, trying to catch Mulvane by surprise. Doesn't quite go so well as they return it at the 47 and go down immediately. The front man does on that kick return team for Mulvane. So the Wildcats take over at their own 47-yard line, up 27-14 over McPherson. 11:26 to go.
Yeah, with the way that Mulvane runs the football, you need to try to get a 3 and out here and put them back behind the 6 so they have to try to throw the football. You need to stop this clock as many times as possible.
Trips to the left, tight end line to the right. Man in the backfield, handoff to down, goes to the right edge, but then gets tripped up, brought down. One official marks him at the 49, another at midfield. Let's see where they put it down. Yep, at the 49, so just a gain of 2 on first down.
Yeah, just gonna trust Fisher die. I mean, you're up by 2 possessions. You're only up by 13 points. 11 minutes to go in this game. You're just gonna continue to get into your 4-minute offense and just run this clock out as many times as possible.
Second down and 8 for Mulvane. Up 27-14. Myers will roll to his left. He may just tuck it and run. Nope, he fires late. It is caught. Going out of bounds is Grady Myers. A flag comes in as I think Manny Myers was hit late. We'll see. A flag is to where it was. So we'll
the penalty marker is.
But if it's a roughing the passer, that adds 15 yards.
Yeah, I got Manny Myers. Well, they got Manny Myers outside the pocket to his strong side, that left side of the field, the far side of the field from where we're at. And he's left-handed, so he can throw the football on the run from that spot with relative ease. Got it outside against it for Grady Myers, and was able to pick up 5 yards on the play, and we'll see what the penalty is after. Personal foul, face mask on on
McPherson. So yeah, either way, personal foul, move the ball down, and it's another key penalty called on the McPherson defense. So this that one's a big one, especially. So that one will really move them back. With Mulvane now moving the ball down the field once again.
Mulvane, it's exactly what they needed. They needed to be able to get down into the red area. However, 10:45 to go. If you're Mulvane, I don't know if you necessarily would take that penalty. You'll take it because you get the first down.
Right.
But you also need as many yards as possible so you can continue to run the football.
10:45 to go, and now after the penalty, they go to the 31-yard line. So Mulvane, well within striking distance once again, but that's also the same for just about any part of the field. Handoff, Fisher Dye up the middle, goes to the 25, gets a gain of about 6 yards there on that play. Then they get second down and 4, but another big run by Mulvane, just up the gut that time, not finding the edge, just bullying their way through the O-line and the McPherson D-line as well.
We talked about all the shot plays that they have, the home run plays where the play breaks down and they just find a guy over the top. At the heart of this team, they are a power football team. They are going to run the football. They want to play power football and go 3 yards in a clod of turf.
Second down and 4 now for Mulvane. Handoff out of the backfield. Fisher Dye once more gets out of the first level. Tried to spin his way forward, but will get down about a half a yard shy of the sticks to make it third down and about a yard for Mulvane.
Hey, Lane, if you had to guess, would you tell me that run got Fisher Dye over 100 yards on the ground today?
It wouldn't shock me.
That run put him right at the century mark, 100 yards.
Well, we'll see what happens in this play.
Myers in the shotgun, and guess who?
Up to his right, it's Fisher Dye, but it'll be a QB keeper to Myers. It was a late one on a.
He drives forward, looks to get the first down, and I think he may have gotten it. We'll see. They'll stop the clock as they ball sticks. I wonder if they'll bring it onto the field. We'll see.
Yeah, they'll call a timeout for a measurement.
Thank you, Mr. Official, for telling us.
By the way, if you're watching on the video stream, we are having some technical issues with the audio. We do apologize. It's not our fault. Technology just stinks. If you want to hear, uninterrupted audio, head over
to listen live and also on 98.4. See the video maybe a little. It's the that we have to plug everything in. It's just acting up. It's for it to be, but
not right now.
Yeah,
that's about the epitome of what's going on today.
Yeah, sometimes just things don't want to work.
Yeah, I mean we've seen it with this. Unfortunately, with this ball,
some fans wanted to go a bit. It's not quite right now.
You ruled a first down after that measurement. It took about half a football's length as they went past the where they needed to go. So first down for Mulvane with 9:15 to go and ticking.
In this fourth quarter, 27-14, Mulvane leads. They have first and 10th. They'll be
21. Myers going to look to throw, 3-step drop, scanning the field, still scanning, tries to get out of the pocket, goes up the middle, flag comes in. He gets brought down
for about 5 yards. Jaron Stutzman coming on a flag on Mulvane.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be holding. What magical of a play Manny Myers is making. He sat there, had no one open, had time in the pocket, back and ball. So another 10-yard
back up. first down and 10. But
Just evading tacklers, breaking tackles, everything out of we've been bouncing around and just yards.
Clock stops just under 9 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. 8:58 reads the clock officially. As I believe they did start the clock once more here. First down and 20 after that illegal block in the back call on Mulvane. Shotgun set for Myers, man in the backfield, one receiver each side, tight end in motion, fake handoff. Myers keeps off the option. Up the middle he goes. Richardson trying to stop him, so are a bunch of old pups, a whole pack of pups. Bring him down at the 26-yard line. In
5 yards, 20.
Would you say, Lane,
that it was a litter of pups?
Yeah, that's another good way of putting it. Pack of pups sounds a lot better when it comes with the alliteration, but I mean, a litter is the technical term, though.
either one works. It sounded great in real time. A litter of pups would be the technical correct one, but hey, pack of pups it is.
Second down and 14 now for Mulvane here at the McPherson 25. They are running the clock as much as they can. Play clock down to 5. They will fake the handoff. Myers to keep. Does a dead leg move to the left. Gets a good gain inside the 20 to the 17. Boy, a huge chunk of change by Manny Myers.
To make it third down and about 6 yards for Mulvane.
Manny Myers is just doing whatever he pleases here, and I'm running out of space on my card to put more yards. Lane, we're at 8. What's 8 times 3?
24.
We're at 24 carries already.
Wow. Third down and 6 for Mulvane. Again, play clock running down. It's at 10 now as we speak. As Mulvane milks the clock. It's now down to 4 as they get ready in the shotgun. Myers, he's going to look to throw. Nope, he rolls out of the pocket. He may just keep it. No, fires it late. It is knocked away and incomplete. Alec Harms brought it down to make it an incomplete pass. Fourth down and 6 now for the Wildcats.
I would assume this is probably a little far for the field goal unit, so they're probably going to have to go for this because you're definitely not punting it.
Yeah, if it was a bigger lead, maybe you bring out the field goal, try to see if you can make something work. But yeah, up just by 13 with 7 minutes left. Clock stops on the incompletion. Yeah, it looks like the offense is staying on the field. 7:05 to go, fourth quarter. This is a big fourth down for both sides of the football. McPherson stops them. They have a chance to try to bring themselves right back. Myers will look to throw. Here comes pressure going up the middle, inside the 15, brought down at the 11. Did he get the marker? Did he get it? I don't know.
One official's got him at the 12. The other one's got him at the 11.
The 11 is where they need to go.
And it looks like
the defense stopped them. So the offense is coming back on for McPherson. Down by 2 possessions with 6:58 to go. If you're McPherson, not only do you have to score, obviously, but you got to do it quick.
Yeah, you got to do it quick. You got to get the onside kick because by the time you get down there, you're going to have about 2 minutes left. It's gonna take some effort, but it's definitely doable.
Can we get some McPherson magic here on senior night? 6:58 to go in the game. The Bullpups once down 27-7, now down 27-14. Handoff, Dane Becker on first down up the middle, gets past the 15, gets a gain of 5 yards on first down for McPherson.
That's Becker's first rush of the second half. Getting Catch Delaney and Brock Richardson a quick breather after that defensive stand.
McPherson thought they were going to work a little bit quicker, but now second down and 5 and the clock running as they get their play from their sideline. Second down and 5 at the 17. 6.5 minutes remain in the ball game. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Tight end lined up to the left side as well. Man in motion, that's Puhala. It'll be another handoff up the middle. And it's going to go about to the marker. I think they're going to mark him a yard past that. First down. Dane Becker got the handoff once more. And on 2 rushes, he gets a move of the chains for the Bullpups.
You know, Lane, Dane Becker, I really like Dane Becker. He's only a sophomore. He's 5'9", 160, but he's got a little future ahead of him as the running back of the future for this club.
It's also terrific defensively, so I would 100% agree with you. Trips to the right in the shotgun. Fake handoff. Allen will look to throw. Wants a screen pass across the middle. Nobody home. It's incomplete. I think there may have been. Oh, here comes a late flag as there was a hit on the quarterback. I think this one may be on Mulvane for roughing the passer. Boy, oh boy, would that be huge. I was going to say it looked like a screen pass where there was miscommunication, no receiver in sight. But now I know the officials are going to talk to see if maybe there may be an intentional grounding call, because it didn't seem like there may have been a receiver around. It was knocked down by a defensive lineman, but there's still that flag in the backfield. Personal foul, roughing the passer is the call on Mulvane. 15 yards and a first down for McPherson.
I'll tell you this. The white hat official's got a little bit of a flair for the dramatic. He's making the most of his microphone time, and he's been good tonight. They've done a really nice job here.
Agreed. 5:53 to go in the ball game. First down now at the 38-yard line in their own territory for McPherson. Allen will run and then stop. He'll try to throw. Throws across his body too high for Nolan Piercy and incomplete. He reached high for it on the 45 on the near side, but it was just out of his fingertips. Second down and 10.
Yeah, it almost looked like there was almost a blown assignment somewhere. Like Carter Allen went to go look for someone open in the flat, just never was there. And then Piercy finally flashed in front of him. Tried to get it to Piercy, it was just a little too high.
Second down and 10 at the 38-yard line after the incompletion. Clock stops at 5:47 to go here in this ball game. Play clock down to 8. It will be a handoff up the middle. I believe it's Becker again. He goes to the 43, gain of 5 to make it third down and manageable for McPherson. It is Becker again.
Yeah, Becker's making the most of his opportunities on this drive. 5 yards, 6 yards, 5 yards. He's got 17 yards on the ground here today on only 4 carries.
Third down and 5 for McPherson. Scoreboard reads fourth down, but it's actually third as McPherson wanting to push the tempo a little bit as the clock continues to roll. 5:15 to go in the game. Still down by 2 possessions. 27-14, Mulvane lead. 2 receivers lined up on each side. Man in the backfield. Allen will look to throw. Gets a key block from a receiver. Fakes a man out. Pressure comes in. He gets out of it. Fires it late. It's over, Malm. Good catch by a coach on the near side, but it's incomplete, and it's fourth down and 5.
Excellent job by Carter Allen. He knew pressure was there, but he also knew that he just needed to get the ball out of his hands so he didn't take the sack and lose yardage on the play.
5:01, clock stops on the incompletion as officials are coming in to talk. Wonder if they wanted to see about a possibility of an intentional grounding. There was not one. Malm was the intended man, but now Carter Allen, because they just now spotted the ball, they want the officials to have the play clock reset, and they do. 5:01 to go. Fourth down and 5 for McPherson. Play of the game so far in this one. Allen looks to throw, 3-step drop, fires it high. It's intended. Puhala! He's got it at the 40, inside to the Mulvane 39, and hit out of bounds. What a key grab for Isaac Puhala, and what a job by Allen to just float it in the air. First down, McPherson.
What a play. Puhala just went above 2 defenders and just brought that football in, got the foot down, and picked up 18 yards on the play.
He was out of bounds, so clock stops at 4:55. First down and 10 at the Mulvane 39. Allen going to look to throw. 5-step drop, looking high, has Richardson, but he overthrows him out of bounds, incomplete. Richardson was at about the 20-yard line, but there were 2 defenders in the area. I think that was a design play for Richardson and nothing doing.
Well, yeah, that was the fake to Ashton Malm, because they felt like they've run that play so much that Ashton Malm was going to take all of the coverage away, and everybody's eyes were going to be on Malm, and then Brock Richardson just snuck out on a little wheel route, just overthrew his man, but they didn't bite on the fake either.
Second down and 10 at the 39. Only 5 seconds came off of the clock on that play. Trips to the left. Tight end on the right. Man in the backfield. Allen to throw. 3-step drop. Looks up the middle. Needs some help. He rolls out of the pocket. He's got to throw it away, and he does. It does just cross the line of scrimmage. No receiver in the area, but he was out of the pocket. Third down and 10.
Yeah, man-to-man coverage again. They just can't seem to get anybody home. Mulvane's keeping 4 or 5 guys around the line of scrimmage and just kind of playing that spy fake blitz, and so Carter Allen's just got nowhere to go with the football.
I mentioned just went across the line of scrimmage. I mentioned that because that's a key factor in avoiding an intentional grounding call, which would move you 10 yards back. So a good job there by Carter Allen, but now 3rd down and 10. Allen looks, fires, caught by Puhala at the 35, out of bounds at the 34. It will be 4th down, but 4th and 5 as they just move the ball up the field a bit.
A little out route. Puhala tried a spin move and just stepped on the boundary line, but he wanted to keep going. 4th down, medium. You're not in a bad spot. You need to understand as a wide receiver where the sticks are at. You cannot catch the football, not be on the sticks.
They rule a gain of 4. 4th down and 6 at the 35-yard line in Mulvane territory. Trips to the right. Carter Allen in the shotgun. Delaney in the backfield. Allen looks right. Fires across the middle. It's caught. 1st down. Ashton Malm at the 21-yard line. Just a nice slant route to get that 1st down and a bit more. And the Bullpups are at the 20.
Yeah, what a play there. They picked up 15 yards on that play. Excellent job on a little slant route that they have not run a whole lot. Ashton Malm was able to make the catch.
That was a big one at that as well. 4:25 to go. Allen looking to throw on 1st down. High pass, far side, nobody home, incomplete. Ashton Malm was the intended man. He was covered up well by Manny Myers to make it 2nd down now, as that one was just thrown out of bounds.
And Lane, that's what happens when you get the ball in the hands of the playmakers. You let them make the play. He picked up 15 yards on that previous play. Now you're trying to get it right back to him, and it's just unable to, because that's one of the best matchups of the night. Manny Myers and Ashton Malm.
4:20 to go. 27-14 Mulvane. McPherson trying to move down the field to mount this comeback here in the 4th quarter. 2nd down and 10 at the Mulvane 20. Allen in the shotgun looking to throw. Here comes the pressure. Screen pass. Caught by Malm, but he was snuffed out already by Manny Myers. It's a loss of 1. 3rd down and 11 now as Malm is slow to get up.
Yeah, when you run that play 3-4 times, Manny Myers is smart enough to understand what's going on and able to make the read on the play.
Yeah, Malm still down on the play. Near side at the 20-yard line, getting checked out by the training staff and by his teammates here for this injury. And, thank goodness for either team. This is pretty much the first injury that we've seen. We saw quite a bit last week because of all the cramping with the hot weather conditions outside. Thankfully cooler today, but spot that Bullpups don't want to be in. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to coverage of Bullpup football on KMCP.
Financial fraud is a risk we all face, but Great Plains Federal Credit Union can help. We offer Secure Lock Equip. This powerful, easy-to-use mobile app gives you complete control over your debit card. Customize your debit card settings to control spending, set usage permissions, and even turn access to your card off and on in real time, allowing you to stop fraudulent spending on your card before it begins. For financial peace of mind, trust Secure Lock. Available now at Great Plains Federal Credit Union with locations in Salina, Abilene, McPherson, and Hillsboro. Member NCUA.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Quickly working, Allen fires high to the end zone, incomplete, intended for Isaac Puhala to make it 4th down and 11. We had to quickly come out of that timeout because that injury timeout only lasted just a few seconds. Ashton Malm, right as we went to break, got up under his own power. He's back on the field now, but it's 4th down and 11 at the 21-yard line in Mulvane territory. 3:55 to go. Bullpups down 27-14. You have to get this 1st down right here.
Yeah, you really do. I mean, you almost can't even catch the ball unless you're at the sticks or farther. You have to have this 1st down if you even want a chance in this game.
Play clock down to 5. Allen in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Delaney in the backfield. They get the snap off. They show pressure. High pass. Malm into the end zone. It's caught over Myers into the end zone. Touchdown, Bullpups. We're not done yet. Ashton Malm gets the grab. His 3rd touchdown catch of the night. 27-20 Mulvane. 3:49 to go.
Ashton Mulm's having himself an incredible night. With that touchdown reception, that's 3 touchdown receptions, but he now has 213 yards of receiving tonight. He has been outstanding. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. Last home game was the coming out party of Ashton Mulm. Now Ashton Mulm is here. He is here for this Bullpups offense.
The extra point is up and good from Jackson Hoover. We're not done yet. 3:49 to go. 27-21 Mulvane here in McPherson on senior night. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Bullpup Football on KMCP.
It's time to spice up the season at Freddy's. The Pumpkin Pie Concrete is back, blending our famous freshly churned custard with whole slices of pumpkin pie. Or try our new caramel apple pie concrete with cinnamon spiced apple pie filling and rich caramel sauce. Available for a limited time, only at Freddy's. Order today on your Freddy's app, online at freddys.com, or visit a Freddy's location near you.
Get yours today at Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers in Hutchinson and McPherson.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Bullpups in comeback mode. After being down 27-7 to start off this third quarter, they scored 2 unanswered touchdowns. It's 27-21 Mulvane, 3:49 to go. What a job by this Bullpup crew. Ashton Mulm got his 3rd touchdown grab of the night, a 20-yard pass from Carter Allen to make it 27-21.
What an incredible drive. It only got started with the roughing the passer, but what a play, what a drive, what a game for Ashton Mulm. You've given yourself a shot. You've given yourself a chance.
3:49 to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining in this game. 4th quarter, Mulvane up 27-21, 6-point game, and this is the first time McPherson has felt like they've been in control for the first time in a while, but now it's a tough spot. Now, an interesting formation for McPherson for the kicking unit. We'll see if this might be an onside kick. We're not sure. Richardson will just boot it deep to the near side. What a kick. Stay in bounds. It does. Boy, he bounced it in the end zone for a touchback. So Mulvane will start at the 25.
Yeah, and Lane, I'll be honest, this Mulvane offense has kind of got into the all right, cool, we're up by 2 possessions, we're up by 3 possessions, we're just going to kind of lull you. And now this is big. You got to pick up a first down. You need to probably put points on the scoreboard, or this Bullpup team can come back with ease.
Without a doubt. Correction, touchbacks in high school are at the 20, so 1st and 10, Mulvane at the 20-yard line. Now, they like to run the ball. They were great at running down the clock in their last couple of possessions, but the Bullpups have stopped here. First down, Myers on a QB design run, far side. He's got the first down. He's got some more. He's down the sideline. He's just got one man to beat. That's Richardson, who goes down untouched, and Myers is gone for an 80-yard touchdown run. Boy, did everything come up McPherson, and then it just stops right there. But we do have a flag down on the far side in McPherson territory at the 28. So we'll see if this one's coming back. But for the time being, it's an 80-yard touchdown run by Myers.
Yeah, Lane, I don't know. I know Brock Richardson got tripped up here. I don't know.
He tripped on his own, though. That's the thing.
Say, the penalty is where Brock Richardson tripped.
Right.
But I don't know what it would have been.
Well, everybody's confused on what this would be, but
I am confusion.
But boy, if this stands, that might be icing on the cake. Because that's a tough break for McPherson. You come and play, it just goes down in a heap right there. Let's see what the official says. Their touchdown does count. Okay, so what the official said, the touchdown counts, but a tripping call on Mulvane.
I think that was on McPherson.
Or it is on McPherson, I apologize. You are right. My bad. So now McPherson fans are heading to the exits, and yeah, this one, that one definitely hurt. An 80-yard touchdown run by Mulvane's Manny Myers. You want to make matters worse, our equipment's still not working for our video live stream.
Done for.
Does Myers does he just have a switch for this? So I think, yep, the 15-yard penalty on the tripping call will be assessed on the kickoff. So
I'm gonna lose it.
that's so yeah, that's a tough one. But again, the touchdown counts with 3:37 to go. They're going to go for 2 to try to make it a 14-point game. Here's a high pass that's caught from Myers in to the receiver. That is Cooper Bohr again. Caleb Bohr, rather, who gets that 2-point conversion. And it's 35-21. Mulvane, 3:37 to go.
You know, Lane, I know we've talked about Manny Myers so much today and expressed how good he's been. I got to keep adding on. I mean, like, he's at 306 yards on the ground right now. It's just been incredible. They needed a play that got him Manny Myers.
Indeed. So now, McPherson really in do or die mode right now as we speak. 3:37 to go. 2 touchdowns is possible, especially when you have all 3 timeouts, but you got to get them quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah, you really do. I mean, and you have to keep the football away from Mulvane. You can't kick it through the back of the end zone like you just did on that last possession. You're going to have to recover an onside kick. But first off, you're going to have to score the touchdown.
100%. So, 3:37 to go here in this ball game, and McPherson behind the 8 ball here on this one. And this one is certainly big, especially if if McPherson falls, they certainly had the big time chance, big time opportunity to come back, but that all just may have been squelched on just one play. But you got to see if you can move on and try to make some magic. So we'll see. This one kick it from the McPherson 45 because of the unsportsmanlike penalty. The kick is a high kick that will be returned by Mulvane at the 6-yard line. He goes to the near side looking for a lane, gets caught up near side, looking for some room. He won't get it. He's down at the 24. A flag is in at the 36-yard line, but we'll see who this is on. Did you see it there?
I didn't see. Wasn't looking at.
Well, I will say, I saw the flag at the 36, and it has since just disappeared.
I think they picked it up.
I think you're right.
I think I think the official picked it up.
Possibly that, possibly, hey, just fell out of my pocket.
Let's hope.
Yeah. First down at the 24.
Oh, I know what that is.
Okay.
It wasn't a flag there.
Oh, what do you know? That's interesting.
They fooled me in the first half.
Yeah, Allen's going to look to throw here on first down. High pass, hit hard, incomplete. Went out of the outstretched arm. As Bo Barkley it was. He was hit hard immediately by Grady Myers for an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10.
Herman Allen's trying to put some bump on that ball. He was trying to put some zip on it. And just threw it just a touch too high for Bo Barkley to come back in by Mulvane to knock it free.
This ball game, 35-21, Mulvane leads. Or die time here for McPherson. 2 receivers, man of the back, Allen. Drop, gonna look to throw. Fires quickly from Mulvane, but it's over his head, and incomplete, 3rd down.
Yeah, like Mulvane's kind of taking a change on their defense. Cover 2 high safeties, and they're just gonna. Manny Myers just isn't gonna.
Ashton.
3rd down and 10 at the 23-yard line. This game for McPherson, right at the 24. 2 receivers each side on the left hash. Allen in the shotgun, man in the backfield. He is a fake handoff. Allen will keep near side 25 and out of bounds on his own power at the 28. That will stop the clock to make it 4th down and about 6 yards.
Yeah, you got to pick up yards there. I mean, you got to make 4th down more manageable. 4th down and 10 is a whole lot harder to convert than 4th down and 6.
Yeah, you're 100%. Team to go in this game. Every down counts here from here on out. So this is a key spot right here. They're at the 27-yard line. They need to get to the 30. 27. No, they're at the 28. Man in motion. Allen will look to throw out of the shotgun. Fires. It's caught. Puhala. Can he reach the ends? He got hit. Did he get? Official stops the clock as he was really close. I'm not sure if he got it.
I think they're going to give him the spot.
Even if the nose of the football reaches the 34, it's a first down. But we'll see. Officials put it down next to the down marker. That is correct. Mulvane defense trying to utter that it's a turnover. 3:08 left. And are they about to say timeout for a measure, even though they're just 2 feet from the sticks? Because the official's about to turn on his mic. Yep, official's timeout for a measurement. Now, I saw a coach on the far side yelling for the Mulvane players to get back. They have to stay behind the white. But yeah, a closer look to get a measurement, even though it's just on the other side. From where the original line of scrimmage is marked, I don't think he got it. No, he didn't. Turn it down, just about a half a yard short, so the defense will come back onto the field. Mulvane is celebrating. 3:08 to go, 35-21 Mulvane, and they will have first down at the McPherson 4.
What a play by the quarterback on the other side.
I think it was Grady Myers.
What a Grady Myers. I mean, man, he came up late a hit on Puhala and just did not allow Puhala to get another inch. Exactly what caused the turn. I bet it was an inch.
Mm-hmm.
If they had to bring out the sticks and the ball was already at the sticks,
right.
it had to have been close.
Maybe Gene Steratore, now an analyst on a major television network, he's the one that brought out the index card on one Sunday night game a long time ago. First down from Mulvane, they hand it off up the middle. They'll get to the 30. And it looks like they're just going to let this
now. I don't see a whole lot of urgency from either one of these teams, and if it's if that goes that way, then maybe a first down or two from Mulvane would pretty much just ice this and make it the third loss of the season for McPherson. Mulvane,
hold on, will improve to 5-1.
Yeah, we came in thinking about how Mulvane had not played many opponents, and we didn't know who Mulvane was. Right. Tonight, exactly who Mulvane is.
Very good football team.
Second down and 6. Handoff. Nope. Fake hand.
Myers, far side, looking for a hole. Gets one near side. Gets the first down. Brought down from behind at the 21. He'll stop as he's between the hashes. And there's 2:12 to go. Point of kneel down. Trying to in my head, I think it actually would be cut it close.
I think he. But you're right, it would cut it extremely.
The final you'd have to take is on third down.
Which then at
this point, our coach Pat call say, hey, give ourselves just maybe one final chance, even if there's like 40 seconds left. But now they get out of the huddle and they're confused on the offensive end. Mulvane is, but they ran the clock all the way down. But they called their first time out of the half with 98 seconds left. And thinking about it now. 3 kneel downs and maybe call it a day unless McPherson wants to call a timeout.
Yeah, and I don't foresee McPherson and Coach Papp calling a timeout. I've known Papp; he's always been 2 seconds, and it's a minute and a half left. We're just gonna sit on this because there were many more chances to score than just this last minute and a half.
It's also, some people could also see not calling timeout as maybe, hey, you don't give your guys a chance, but it's also a classy move. You give respect to your opponent. You say, hey, what a heck of a game. You mentioned they had multiple chances and were held. The final thing, and possibly the bigger thing, is you don't to somebody hurt, especially at the point in the season that McPherson is in. 2 games left in the regular. You're at the point now where you're 500 on the season. If this score holds up, you're at the to where come to the sideline. He has something in his eye. So have to get checked out. He had to be subbed out of the game, but doesn't look 3-4 from Mulvane. It's a handoff to Fisher Dye on the left side. Back, get him immediately. Maybe a loss of about 2 yards there on that play. Handoff to Fisher Dye.
It's
they were now I think we'll see.
Saying that Danny Myers getting a talk to his head coach, a little bit of an extended talk because the head coach is all the way here. The numbers probably just getting him. What a great game he had. I mean, if Myers has games like this, yep, you mentioned victory formation in for Mulvane now. If Myers has games like this the rest of the season, because boy, man, did they respect here today. They take a kneel down to take before they can officially end this one off. But yeah, you know, we question, you know, the four that we had teams with a combined record of 15. Man alive was Mulvane. Downright dominant this whole game, and they have a chance to be contenders.
They dominated every phase of the game. Special teams, offensively, defensively. The only blemish that they
on two plays, on screen plays, but yeah, they take the final nail down, and that's what Mulvane improved 5-1, and the Bullpups will drop to 3-3 on the season. Clock reads 000. Final score: Mulvane 35, McPherson 21. We'll be back for the Bullpup Locker Room Show up next. You're listening to Bullpup Football on KFCP.
Final shot you guys recorded? No. I'm gonna go. Awesome.